Nonetheless, life in the California sun proved to be beneficial for the old trolley Dodgers, as they've won the World Series 5 times since moving. They only managed to turn that trick once back in Brooklyn. The LA Dodgers also enjoyed a run of success at developing rookies. From 1979 to 1982, a Dodger freshman took home the National League Rookie of the Year honors. In 1979, it was pitcher Rick Sutcliffe, who was taken 21st overall by LA in the 74 amateur draft. He had a couple of cups of coffee with the team before emerging that season with an impressive 17-10 record. Sutcliffe will go on to win the 1984 Cy Young Award as top NL pitcher, but he was with the Cubs by then. In 1980, another Dodger pitcher, Steve Howe, was top rookie. Taken 16th overall in the 79 draft, Howe went 7-9 with 17 saves in his inaugural season. A year later, maybe the most famous of all Dodger rookie pitchers was none other than Fernando Valenzuela. The native of Mexico exploded onto the scene, going 13-7 in the shortened 1981 season. He had 11 complete games and 8 shutouts. That also nabbed him the Cy Young Award. Valenzuela went 3-1 in the postseason as the Dodgers won the 1981 World Series. Steve Sachs didn't pitch, but he still won Rookie of the Year honors for LA in 82. The second baseman hit .282 in 150 games. For it happened in baseball. In LA, I'm Mick Kern.
Follow every second of the action on NHL Network Radio. From behind the bench to every play on the ice. If it's hockey, it's on SiriusXM NHL Network Radio. SiriusXM 91.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM sports schedule for Sunday, February the 4th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NBA, 6 p.m. Miami Heat take on the LA Clippers. Heat on Sirius and XM channels 86, Internet 895. Clippers on Internet 892. 6 p.m. Boston Celtics take on the Memphis Grizzlies. Celtics on Sirius 139, XM 214, and Internet 881. Grizzlies on Internet 894. 6 p.m. Charlotte Hornets take the Indiana Pacers. Hornets on Sirius 138, XM 213, and Internet 883. Pacers on Internet 891. 7 p.m. Minnesota Timberwolves take on the Houston Rockets. Timberwolves on Sirius 160, XM 215, and Internet 897. Rockets on Internet 890. 7 p.m. Oklahoma City Thunder take on the Toronto Raptors. Thunder on Sirius and XM channels 167, Internet 900. Raptors on Internet 907. 8 p.m. Utah Jazz face the Milwaukee Bucks. Jazz on Sirius 137, XM 212, and Internet 908. Bucks on Internet 896. 8:30 p.m. Denver Nuggets take on the Portland Trailblazers. Nuggets on Sirius and XM channels 86, Internet 887. Trailblazers on Internet 904. In NCAA college men's basketball, 1 p.m. Wisconsin faces Purdue with the Wisconsin feed on Sirius 211, XM 195, and Internet 957. Purdue on Sirius XM and Internet channels 83. 6 p.m. Villanova takes on Providence with the Villanova feed on XM 381, Internet 971. Providence on XM 380, Internet 970. 6:30 p.m. Illinois takes on Nebraska on Sirius 211, XM 195, and Internet 957. 8 p.m. Arizona faces Stanford. The Arizona feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 81. Stanford on XM 382, Internet 972. In NCAA college women's basketball, 4 p.m. Stanford faces UCLA on Sirius XM and Internet channels 81. 4 p.m. Texas A&M takes on Mississippi State on XM and Internet 374. 4 p.m. Virginia takes on Clemson on XM and Internet 371. 6 p.m. Arkansas faces Auburn on XM and Internet 374. 7 p.m. Oregon faces Oregon State on XM and Internet 373. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM sports schedule for Sunday, February the 4th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NBA, 6 p.m. Miami Heat take on the LA Clippers. Heat on Sirius and XM channels 86, Internet 895. Clippers on Internet 892. 6 p.m. Boston Celtics take on the Memphis Grizzlies. Celtics on Sirius 139, XM 214, and Internet 881. Grizzlies on Internet 894. 6 p.m. Charlotte Hornets take the Indiana Pacers. Hornets on Sirius 138, XM 213, and Internet 883. Pacers on Internet 891. 7 p.m. Minnesota Timberwolves take on the Houston Rockets. Timberwolves on Sirius 160, XM 215, and Internet 897. Rockets on Internet 890. 7 p.m. Oklahoma City Thunder take on the Toronto Raptors. Thunder on Sirius and XM channels 167, Internet 900. Raptors on Internet 907. 8 p.m. Utah Jazz face the Milwaukee Bucks. Jazz on Sirius 137, XM 212, and Internet 908. Bucks on Internet 896. 8:30 p.m., Denver Nuggets take on the Portland Trailblazers. Nuggets on Sirius XM channels 86 Internet 887, Trailblazers on Internet 904. In NCAA college men's basketball, 1 p.m. Wisconsin faces Purdue with the Wisconsin feed on Sirius 211 XM 195 and Internet 957, Purdue on Sirius XM and Internet channels 83. 6 p.m., Villanova takes on Providence with the Villanova feed on XM 381 Internet 971, Providence on XM 380 Internet 970. 6:30 p.m., Illinois takes on Nebraska on Sirius 211 XM 195 and Internet 957. 8 p.m., Arizona faces Stanford, the Arizona feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 81, Stanford on XM 382 Internet 972. In NCAA college women's basketball, 4 p.m., Stanford faces UCLA on Sirius XM and Internet channels 81.
Hear it all on demand. Your favorite shows, your favorite games. Don't miss a second of your favorite SiriusXM programming on demand with the SiriusXM app. Download it now for free.
I'm Mick Kern with It Happened in Baseball. September 18th, 2006. On this Monday evening at Dodger Stadium, over 55,000 people showed up to watch the home side clash with the San Diego Padres. The two teams were separated by only a half game in the National League West standings, with the Padres sitting in first. They roared out to a 4-1 lead after one inning, LA tying it up after 3. But heading into the bottom of the ninth, the Dodgers were trailing by 4 runs and were facing John Atkins on the mound. Jeff Kent led things off with a home run against the right-hander. J.D. Drew followed suit with his own solo shot. That was more than enough for Padres manager Bruce Bochy, who went to the bullpen for closer Trevor Hoffman. Well, that made absolutely no difference in matters, as first Russ Martin and then Marlon Anderson both crushed balls for solo shots, tying the game at 9 runs apiece. The Dodgers ended up winning this one 11-10 thanks to a 2-run Nomar Garciaparra home run in the 10th, and they moved into first place in the West. LA and San Diego would both end up tied for the division lead at the end of the season, with both teams compiling 88 wins. The Padres were awarded the division title due to winning the season series. Both teams, though, bowed out in the first round of the playoffs. But on this day, the Dodgers ruled the roost thanks to those 4 straight home runs, which tied a major league record, the 4th time it had been accomplished. The Twins turned the trick in 1964, as did the 63 Indians and the 61 Braves. Recently, the Red Sox, White Sox, and Arizona Diamondbacks have all joined that club. For It Happened in Baseball, I'm Mick Kern.
The PGA Tour comes to life on SiriusXM. It's your destination for everything on the tour. Hear live hole-by-hole coverage and expert analysis. PGA Tour Radio, SiriusXM 92.
The following is a presentation of SiriusXM Sports.
Ryan battle leukemia. We need your help to keep families together. Please donate today at rmhc.ca.
This is Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050. The Raptors live here.
And continuing on the road, visiting OKC and Shea tonight. Game 4 of the 6-game road trip, 1-2 so far. OKC has some great numbers, 34-15, best in the West, 19-16 on home court, 7-3 their last 10. And the Raptors, of course, only 7-18 on the road. Let's go over to Josh Lewinberg first before we hit Paul Jones and Javon Shepard. Josh, interestingly enough, on trade deadline week, the Raptors get back to close to 100% health.
Yeah, I mean, always good to be getting guys back, and this is the healthiest the Raptors have been in a while outside of Jonte Porter. Everybody is good to go, but no matter who's on the floor, who's not on the floor, the guys have to be locked in. They've got to be focused and obviously bring that intensity from the get-go, because we saw what happens when they don't the other night in Houston. And yes, despite the return of Jakob Poeltl and Emmanuel Quickley, the Raptors were run out of the gym. I mean, literally, the Rockets had 20 fast break points, 84 points in the paint. So you would hope that after an outing like that, after a tough loss like that, that this team can bounce back here. Of course, Poeltl and Quickley, who were on minute restrictions the other night, they've had an opportunity to get some of that conditioning back. Poeltl really struggled with a young big man in Alperen Şengün, and we'll see another great young big man tonight in Chet Holmgren. And of course, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander makes this a really, really tough challenge for the now suddenly healthy Raptors. So we'll see how they do tonight.
Thanks, Josh. We'll check in with you at halftime. Over now to Paul Jones and Javon Shepard. And Jonesy, big challenge tonight.
Huge challenge, Jim, and there's no other way to put it. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, I heard you and Warren talking about it. Warren, don't worry. Nobody else in the NBA that's getting paid a whole lot more money than you can stop him either. 9 straight games of 30. And I'm of the mind when you play a guy like that, people might say this is blasphemous, but it's like playing a Kobe or a Jordan. You're not going to stop him. Like, he's not scoring 8 points. Okay, no. You're not holding that. Oh, we held him to 7. That's not happening. I think what you need to do is, as Warren said, I love the things in the game plan. Try to go under, double team, take the ball out of his hands. I know he can beat me, but I'm not so sure that maybe Chet can beat me all the time, or Lou Dort can beat me all the time, or Josh Giddey or J-Dub or somebody like that. Let me take my chances with the other guys, Javon.
Yeah, and to your point, you're not going to stop Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Nobody in the NBA has been able to, right? He's averaging 31 points. Come on, let's be serious here. And I think the reality is, look, if you hold your opponent to right at their average or below, you've done your job defensively. And John Beilein was big on that. You know, you hold him to his points or lower, you've done your job defensively. But if he gets above that, we have to talk. Now, the thing with Shai is nobody's been able to stop him, but he's only making 1 3 per game, right? He's only shooting, not a high-volume guy from 3 either, only 3 per game, only 3 attempts per game. Everything is going to the rack, right? And I think for the Raptors tonight, it's, defending him in the open court so that you can wear him down and he's fatigued when you get over half, right? The refs aren't as inclined to blow that whistle in the open court. That's when, you're getting more of those whistles in the half. But also, his mid-range, he's getting to the elbows, right? So you really got to load up on those elbows and have a lot of help. It's a team that really shoots the ball well, so that recovery off of those help has got to be imperative as well.
Javon, how much stock do you put in? Let's see if we can make Shai work a little on. I'm not saying he's one of those guys that plays on a tilted floor all offense. He takes pride in his defense, and he's pretty good at it. But how much do you try to maybe bump him with screens, go at him a little, maybe get a couple of quick fouls? How much does that enter into part of your strategy?
Well, your best defense is also going to be a part of your offense, and yes, it is making him work. Fortunately for Shai, this is a very good defensive team as well. But you've got to keep him active. You got to keep him running. You got to keep him moving on, the defensive end to wear him down as well. He's leading the league in steals, but I don't know, sometimes steals can be misleading. Is he going to invest all the energy on one-on-one play and guarding his yard? I don't know. He's a great, great in passing lanes. Great job. The team does a great job in terms of getting deflections. But I think, to your point, you have to make him work, right? You got to be physical with him. Look at his body. Like, he's a wiry guy. If this is a matchup for Scotty where Shai ends up on him, you've got to take advantage of that. RJ, Shai's game inside out. Attack him. Use your body as well. IQ, when Shai's matched up on you, you've got to come out aggressive, got to come out confident as well, and not work your way into the game, right? You've got to be in attack mode right out the gate.
All right, we're about to get the starters from Oklahoma City, and the Raptors will start Gary Trent Jr., Scotty Barnes, Jakob Poeltl, RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickley back in the lineup. And your Raptors starting lineup is brought to you by your Ontario Subaru dealers. Unhibernate. Redefine winter fun with Subaru all-weather capability. Visit your local Subaru dealer. And welcome to Uncommon Winter Confidence. Javon, you and I were talking. We'll let people into the portion of the show where they don't have to pay, but normally you'd have to pay. But we were talking off air.
Pretty penny.
Yeah. With Joel Embiid and the meniscus issue in Philadelphia, and looking at the standings, my front runner for MVP is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, and I said that a couple months ago, and people looked at me a little crazy. And maybe that one was a little closer to home, so I embellished it a bit. But, right now.
Not lying right now.
Now with Embiid out, obviously, Embiid was running away with this thing just by being the most dominant player. But for what Shai is doing in this league right now and where the team is at, I don't think it's much of a question. I really don't. And, I think Jokic may be, fan favorite or maybe get the popularity contest here. And I also think a part of it, too, is the whole Canadian thing, right? He's a small market. He's in a small market. He's also Canadian, so he's still got to do 10 times more, than his colleagues and his peers to get that nod. But this could be his year.
Well, it would be great if Shea got a little bit of a nod for that. He has been playing very well. We'll get a chance to see it, and we will do our best to translate to you all those happenings tonight. But listen, this OKC team is finally, after all the drafting and trusting the process, so to speak, and development, they're in a spot right now where they could be making some noise for a few years to come. And people are like, well, why don't they make big trades? No. I'm going through the fire with this group to see exactly what I need. Then I'll make moves. Is it time to go for it? Yes, but not all out go for it.
You have, with this, as young as this group is, you have, 4, 5, 6 years to build with, right? Could you make a move right now to try and build right now? Yes, but that also disrupts the chemistry of this group, and that's a big part of why they're so successful, is the unison of this group, right? You see them going to...
They built together.
Yeah. The other day, Chet's high school was retiring his jersey, and everybody showed up.
Yeah.
Right? The entire team showed up. And this is clearly, he's without a doubt, the NBA's most improved team from last year. It was a play-in team last year, and you look at their field goal percentage, the three-point percentage, opponent field goal percentage, blocks. In terms of percentage differential, like they've improved. They're number one in all of those categories.
All right, Lou Dort, Cason Wallace, Chet Holmgren, Josh Giddey, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander will take the floor for the OKC Thunder at the Paycom Center in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. The Raptors will wear the white uniforms with red trimming. Scotty Barnes donning the headband as he breaks the huddle. Oklahoma City. And that place, trust me, folks, I know from experience, can get so loud at times you can't hear yourself think. It is the closest thing we have to, I would say, a college-type atmosphere in the NBA. Let's see what the Raptors can do. They do have an impressive streak, Javon, of three-point makes. The Raptors have made at least 11 three-pointers in each of their last 7 games in Oklahoma City. You think they could use some of that tonight?
Just a tad. Just a tad.
Oh, the Thunder will wear the dark uniforms, that kind of like a steel blue, a dark blue, almost navy blue with orange and yellow trim. They win the tip and come front court right to left. Lou Dort, 3-ball near side, left wing, no good. Rebound to Trent. Here comes Toronto. Scotty front court against Dort. Gets it to RJ on his Canadian teammate Shea. Kicks it out. Trent, 3, got it down the bottom of the well. Gary said, I got you, Javon Shepherd, Paul Jones. I'm dialed in. We only need 10.
I'm locked in.
We only need 10 more of these babies. Chet Holmgren back for 3, no good. Rebound to Scotty Barnes. Runs it front court, gets it to RJ. On the drive into the lane, RJ floats it up, no good. Rebound, Pirtle can't squeeze it. And here comes OKC. Front court, Shea on the bounce. Picks up his dribble, Gary Trent all over him. Near side to Wallace. Over to Dort, drives into the lane. Kicks to a cutting Giddey. Wallace shot fake, sidestep, corner 3, near side is good.
Wallace there, good job just being shot ready. Giddey cutting to the basket on the backside of quickly. And I believe it was RJ on the weak side that just fell asleep. You get the kick out, you get a rhythm 3.
Barrett up top with the ball. Gets it to Quickly. On the drive, the floater off glass, no good. Rebound Holmgren. Outlet Shea to a charging Dort into the lane. Kick it out. Wallace 3 again. Got it again.
That's where Lou Dort is really good. He's a freight train getting to the basket, and he recognized that Wallace just hit one. Okay, I'm going to attract the defense. I'm going to kick it out. You give me a 3.
3 ball from Trent, no good near side. Barnes 3 up top, good in the bottom of the well for Scotty. Raptors tie the game at 6 on Barnes' first bucket of the game.
Good to see Barnes knock down his first one. He hasn't really shot the ball well from 3 the last couple.
Chet Holmgren in the lane, floats it up and in.
How smooth is Chet getting to the rack, right? And his size, the Euro step, off balance, right foot, right finish.
8-6 OKC. Pirtle to Quickly in the lane, back to Pirtle. Drive, pretty reverse layup on the footwork by Jakob Pirtle. The Raptors tie it at 8.
Well, he knew that Chet was coming on the right side of the basket to block it. Good footwork to get under the rim, and nice touch with the inside hand.
Dort, 3, no good. Rebound, here comes Barnes, kicks it out. Pirtle in the lane, floats it up, no good, but he's fouled. And with 9:17 to go, first quarter, game tied at 8. Jakob Pirtle will get a couple of free throws.
I like this for Pirtle, right? Fouled out last game in just 20 minutes, but right now being extremely aggressive. The first take, we saw the finesse, we saw the footwork around Chet, and now you see him taking it to the body, picking up the foul and getting himself to it to strike.
Pirtle, first free throw good. That's where Jak has had his issues over the course of the year, but
53%. But that one there, he looked really fluid. He caught the ball. You could just see the confidence.
The technique looks good. I can never understand when guys with good technique are poor shooters. No, he knocks 2 down. Says
2 for 2.
Says you guys eat that. Yeah, take that.
A little Sunday dinner.
10-8 Toronto. 9-10 first quarter. Giddey in the lane has it knocked away by Trent. Back comes Toronto. Quickly pull up 3 in transition, no good. Rebound knocked away. Here comes Josh Giddey. Front court. Giddey kicks it to Holmgren. Chet drives into the lane. Throws it out to Shea. Into the middle of the lane. Finds Dort. Kick out. Wallace 3, no good. Long rebound Barrett. RJ quick hit ahead to Scotty. In the corner, far side, cross court. Pass was for Quickly. RJ picked it off, said, that must be mine, and went and laid it in.
Yeah, he picked it up like a defensive back there. And a good job. Wallace was on his left side, used that elbow to shield him off and finish at the rim on the right side.
12-8 Toronto, 8:20 to go, first quarter. Giddey, drive into the lane, the floater up and in. Josh Giddey cuts the lead to 12-10 Toronto. Barrett 3 up top, short. Rebound. Here comes OKC. Giddey on the run, drives, blocked out of bounds by Pirtle. And with 8 minutes to go, first quarter, Toronto leading 12-10. It'll be OKC ball out of bounds, near side, left wing.
Pirtle playing with some force early in this game, right? We've seen the 2 early baskets by him, but the rundown block on Giddey, and Giddey thought he had an easy one.
So Raptors take a foul, and that one goes on Pirtle. First quarter brought to you by Tangerine, official bank of the Toronto Raptors and their fans. Wallace in the lane, floats it up and in.
Got the switch he wanted on Pirtle on the perimeter there, and just didn't settle. Crafty, got to the rim, used his quickness, and shielded. Good job shielding his body for the finish.
Barnes has a shot blocked, knocked out of bounds, and referee JT Orr says, give it to Oklahoma City. Mark Davis and Danielle Scott, the other officials tonight in this game. Holmgren dips for a 3 up top, no good. Long rebound, Gary Trent. Hustles at front court. 7:25 first quarter. We're tied at 12. And Darko wants to talk. Raptors will take a timeout. We'll take a break and be back after this. Game tied at 12. Toronto and Oklahoma City, 7:23 first quarter. This is Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
At LG Home Comfort, we make comfortable affordable. In addition to great deals on heat pumps, furnaces, ACs, water heaters, softeners, and purifiers, LG Home Comfort is Canadian-owned and operated and focuses on exceptional service with expert installation by our trained technicians. LG Home Comfort will make sure you cash in on every rebate and finance option you're eligible for. Call us today to book a free in-home consultation or visit lghomecomfort.ca.
Hey, Raptor fans, what would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Life will be a struggle for Zoe. Zoe will not apply to post-secondary school because Zoe might not finish high school, because Zoe can barely concentrate in grade school, because every day Zoe goes to school, Zoe is hungry. Help keep food banks full. $16 donated to Feed Ontario can provide breakfast for a hungry child for 1 month. Learn how you can help at feedontariotogether.ca.
There's no better way to drive home than with Hayes, Noodles, and the O-Dog. Overdrive every weekday, 4 to 7 p.m. on TSN 1050.
Raptors and OKC tied at 12, 7:23 to go, first quarter. And let's see if Toronto can keep this going, Javon. They've off to a good start. The defense was an issue last game. Right now, OKC shooting under 50%, 45.5. Both teams made 2 threes, so the Raptors just trying to hang close right now.
Well, they're also doing a good job on Shea right now, right? We've played about 4.5 minutes, and he doesn't have a shot attempt, right? So, good job. That's been Scotty's matchup. Now, just getting out, a bit quicker to Wallace, who's been the beneficiary of, 2 easy threes, 2 walk-in threes off of driving kicks. And he's a guy that shoots more than 40% from the three-point line. So there's got to be a sense of urgency just getting back out onto his toes, onto his shoelaces.
Raptor ball front court. OKC comes out in the zone. Barnes at the nail against Shea, and the foul is called on Shea. Scotty, that's a great spot, man. The soft spot, and you put a decision maker there, that is tough to deal with.
And you realize how big Scotty is because Shea's matched up on him right at the free throw line. And Scotty's 6'8" frame is looking right over Shea, who stands at 6'6".
Scotty inside lays it in. The Raptors get something out of the timeout, and they lead 14-12, 7 minutes to go, first quarter. Front court, Giddey, they get it to Shea, kicks it up top, Giddey swings, Dort drive into the lane, finds Giddey near side, 3 in the air, no good, rebound Barrett. RJ outlight to quickly. Emmanuel on the run, lays it up and in. Wallace had to back off, put his arms at his side, and IQ took it in for the layup.
And IQ he's so quick, but he found Wallace's chest and just used him to bounce off of, use that as momentum to get to the rack.
Well, Shea, you can't hold water in your hands forever. Shakes loose for an 18-footer far side right wing.
And where did that jump shot come from?
Just off the elbow.
Right elbow. That's exactly where he's going to work.
Scotty,
at the basket or the elbow.
Loses the ball at the other end. Back comes OKC in transition. They tie it at 16 as Giddey lays it in on the pass from Shea. 6 minutes, first quarter. Game tied at 16. Barrett in the lane. Great wraparound pass to Pirtle, who lays it in. Raptors up 18-16, but Dort back quickly misses. Rebound to Pirtle. Here comes Toronto. Barrett in the lane. Off balance floater, no good. Rebound Giddey. Front court. Giddey kicks it to Shea. Against RJ. Off center, left side, near wing. Oklahoma City coming right to left. Holmgren up top to Shea on RJ. Steps back for the 3. No good. Rebound to Pirtle. Outlet quickly. Up the middle of the court, 5:15 first quarter, 18-16 Toronto. Quickly to Barnes. Scotty jabs on Giddey. Now gets him into the lane. Kicks it out. Barrett three straight away. Good. RJ knocks it down. Toronto stroking it well right now. They lead 21-16. And Mark Daigneault wants to take a timeout.
Well, it starts with some good defense. You have RJ that's gapping Shea, daring him to shoot the three ball. And you have Pirtle that's loading up on that left elbow. You have RJ, just really just slowing down Shea, just making him think about the offensive side. On the other end, great job by Scotty, drive, kick, and you get a three ball.
4:59 first quarter, 21-16 Toronto. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN, 1050 Toronto.
Whatever the weather, CMC Markets is here to help. Planning for a rainy day? Enjoy $0 commission on U.S. and Canadian share CFDs. Riding out the storm? Get ahead of the curve with lightning-fast execution speeds. Blue skies ahead? Go with the trusted broker backed by over 30 years experience. Switch to CMC Markets and join over 275,000 global traders. Learn more at cmcmarkets.ca. FX spreads apply. CFDs involve a high degree of risk. Member Canadian Investor Protection Fund. Umbrella not included.
Most salespeople assume that failure to immediately answer a prospect's questions will be seen as evasive and result in loss of the sale. When a prospect starts pumping you for info before you have established any ground rules for the conversation, they are stealing your information. Having the inner strength to say, I'd love to answer that, but before I do, can I ask you a few questions, is critical. If you're deadly serious about improving your sales and leadership skills, go to trainwest.ca to learn how. That's trainwest.ca.
Good morning. Baby, it's a brand new day. When you vacation with Norwegian Cruise Line, every day is a new day. Get a taste for Barcelona, then savor incredible dining back on board one day. Connect to ancient history in Athens, and then disconnect in our spa another day. Wherever the sea breeze takes you, come aboard and experience a different tomorrow with Norwegian. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Norwegian Cruise Line. Ships registry the Bahamas and USA.
The rest of my life gonna start today.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream your favorite shows in your car. Available on Apple CarPlay via the iHeartRadio app. TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
(21-16) Toronto. 4:59 to go first quarter. Good start for the Raptors. Shooting 53%. And this against an OKC defense that is the #1 field goal percentage defense, the stingiest defense in the NBA from a percentage standpoint.
What always helps when you're getting good rhythm looks, right? The Raptors 8 assists, and Jonesy 8 made field goals.
Well, they had a streak of 30 assists broken, and it tied the NBA record. That one fell the other night in Houston. Shea in the lane, kicks it up top. Dort, three straight away, good. Lou Dort knocks it down, and OKC cuts the lead to 21-19.
Well, you're going to give up something there. Shea attracts 3 defenders on that left block, gets the ball out, and Lou Dort, he's been shooting the ball well this year.
Schroeder into the game. Gets it to Quickly. On the drive against Giddey, now backs out. IQ drives into the lane, floats it up, off glass, no good. Rebound, Thad Young can't squeeze it. Out of bounds, it will go to OKC.
That's the Quickly that I want to see, right? Get into your bag, get to the rim, mix it up a bit. He struggled from twos, thus far in this season, just with the Raptors, just 30%. But he has the ability. It's just about getting comfortable, right? Right now you have the freedom, put the ball on the floor, shoot it from 3, shoot it from the mid-range. Just play.
21-19 Toronto, clock running. We approach 4 minutes first quarter. Trent knocks it away and then reaches in and steals, or tries to get the steal, but takes the foul on Jang. Ousmane Dieng into the ball game for OKC out there with, and this is interesting, Oklahoma City, Dieng the Frenchman. Oklahoma City has 2 guys named Jalen Williams, folks, in case you haven't been following the NBA. One of them, number 6, who's on the floor now, Jalen Williams, goes by Jay Will, and he's out of Arkansas. The other Jalen Williams, number 8, goes by J Dub, and he's from Santa Clara. Doesn't matter. SGA just scored to tie the game at 21. Thad Young back, floats it up and in the lane. Toronto up 23-21, 3.5 first quarter. Shea on the drive, near side. The double comes. He spins. Kicks it to Williams. Swing it around. Up top, Dort. Drive into the lane. Finds Jay Will. Back to Dort. Leans in on Barrett. Forces up a 3. No good. Rebound saved by Schroeder. And Bruce Brown comes away with it. Brown drives. Floats it up. No good. Rebound. Barrett can't squeeze it. Out of bounds off Dort. It'll be Toronto basketball. RJ Barrett already with 3 rebounds. He is such a good...
You beat me to it.
Yet sneaky rebounder.
You beat me to it, right? He rebounds extremely well for his size, for his position. And it's not just that rebounds in his area. He's good with those rebounds out of area as well. But on the other end, Raptors done a tremendous job. You can see as soon as Shea attacks the basket, they're sending to, and then the rotation has been crisp on the backside.
Schroeder, pull-up, jumper, no good. Rebound. Usman Jang with the rebound. Here comes Shea. Up the near side, left wing. Steps back with a 3, no good. Long rebound, Thad Young. 23-21, Toronto, 2:35 first quarter. Schroeder to Young. Gets it to Grady. Elbow jumper, Grady Dick. Got it. Grady knocks out a mid-range Jimmy. 25-21 Toronto.
Aggressive Grady coming off that stagger on the right side of the floor, getting to his left hand. That extra dribble, power dribble, up into a shot.
Shea in the lane has it blocked out of bounds. No, they're going to say he lost it out of bounds. Bruce Brown there with the defense.
I want to get Grady another touch right away.
And Toronto brings it front court. Grady's folks in the crowd tonight.
Let's run another one for him. Just hit one off of a stagger. He looked good, looked comfortable coming off of it. As a point guard, you recognize that. Not a hot hand yet, but let's try to get him out. Let's try and get him hot.
25-21 Toronto, 2:17 to go. First quarter. Grady up top, gets it to Schroeder. Works right, near side. Raptors in white, coming left to right. Schroeder straight away. Stares down Jang. Drives to the hoop, puts it up. Blocked by Shea. And it goes out of bounds off an OKC player. It'll stay with Toronto.
Well, they ran the same action with Grady coming off that right side stagger. Didn't get anything, and it went to the continuation. Handoff with Schroeder, who tried to size up his matchup, which is a little too small getting to the rack.
Schroeder inbound. Bruce Brown floats it up. No good. Rebound. Jalen Williams. Outlet. Here comes OKC. Front court. Aaron Wiggins into the ball game. Far side. Usman Jang to Shea. Down low, Jang kicks it. They swing it far side. On the drive into the lane, they find Jang, who lays it up and in. 25-23. Raptors by 2, minute 25, first quarter. Grady, shot fake on the baseline, drives, reverse layup is good. Pretty move by Grady. Puts Toronto up 27-23.
Pretty move. Ball moves around the horn. Grady Dick is the last of the rotation. He attacks it on that left baseline, up and under finish. Nice inside hand roll.
SGA bounces off Schroeder. The foul is called on Dennis. And Shea will go to the line for 2.
That's where Shea really thrives, where he really eats from the free throw line. Goes there about 9 times per game, 9.3 to be exact. You can see his...
on the inbound, Oklahoma City stepped on the baseline and now turn it over. 58.8 to go. Raptors up 27-23. They come front court, left to right in the white uniform. Darko at center calling the play, a place he used to call home, the Paycom Center, formerly Chesapeake Energy Arena. Schroeder up top. Shot clock at 10, game clock at 45. Gotta go. Works right, near side. Turns the corner into the lane, lays it up, no good. But a late foul call by Mark Davis. And that's going to send Schroeder to the line.
Great read by Schroeder, right? Grady Dick sets the screen and was going to come off with a flare from Thad Young. Schroeder recognized the switch. Shea went under the screen and just was a little too late recovering at the rim. At that point, it's a foul or a basket, right? Pick up the foul and you send Schroeder to the line for two. But that initial action starts with Grady Dick setting the screen, and everybody's concerned about him coming off of the flare for the three.
So the Raptors tack another one on, 28-23, 38.1 seconds. First quarter. Schroeder, second one in the air, good. Another guy who used to call OKC home. Raptors by 6. Biggest lead of the game. Holmgren back to Shea. Drives. Leans in. Underneath, they kick it out. Deep three in the air, no good. Rebound, Schroeder. 20 seconds, first quarter, last shot time for Toronto. Schroeder on the bounce, straight away. Between the rings against Shea. Tries to get it to Scotty in the lane, and the ball is kicked. So it will stay with Toronto. 6-point lead for the Raptors with 7.6 seconds to go. Cason Wallace will come back in for OKC. Quickly will check back in for Toronto. Grady sits down. Scotty inbound to Thad Young. Back to Schroeder. Game clock at 5. Schroeder drive, lay it up and in, near side. Schroeder gets to that right hand. Thad Young with the steal, floats it up and in at the buzzer. Thad hanging around like a junkyard dog for some scraps. Steals the inbounds, floats it in at the buzzer, and looky, the Raptors have a 10-point, 33-23 lead after a quarter.
10-point lead, and we got some more focus on the defensive end. Every time Shea touches the basketball and he tries to get to the paint, there's three bodies. You're going to give something up, right? They're giving up the three-point shot. OKC's trying to get it back out and move the basketball, but there's that sense of urgency with everybody closing out, everybody in a white shirt closing out at the three-point line, and you're holding this OKC team to 25% from the three.
33-23 Raptors. They lead it by 10, first quarter in the books. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
There are many peculiar words in the English language. Words like salivigant, peregrinate, nemophilus, peripatetic, and conviviality. Yet, there is no word for getting the most out of winter in your Subaru, thanks to symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive and X-Mode. Until now. We call it unhibernate, as in while your neighbors stay home, you'll be unhibernating all winter in your Subaru. So peregrinate to your local Subaru dealer today, and welcome to uncommon winter confidence.
Alpine News Network is here live with one of our superheroes.
I just helped Tom with a business loan. He needed to soup up his mechanic shop. Not to brag, but I once modified a car to match my ultra speed. It went so fast, it broke the speed of sound. At least no one was inside. I hope no one was inside. I guess I'll just stick to approving business loans.
Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Just for license 12616.
Hey, Raptor fans. What's better than the team winning on the court? a win for the kids, and a win for you. When you play the MLSE Foundation 50-50 jackpot, you help communities get kids and youth off the sidelines and onto the court. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. Will you be a winner this season? Only one way to know. Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Making your lousy commute fun. Overdrive with Hayes Noodles and the O-Dog every weekday, 4 to 7 p.m. on TSN 1050.
Second quarter about to start. 33-23, Raptors by 10. Paul Jones, Javon Shepard, you'll hear from. Jim Taddy, Warren Ward, Josh Lewenberg. At halftime, our producer Owen Hall and technical producer Cameron Moore behind the glass. Raptors leading it, second quarter underway. Second quarter brought to you by Alpine Credits. Do you own your home and need a loan? Alpine Credits can help. Get approved at alpinecredits.ca. So we've got an illegal defense on Chet Holmgren hanging around. Paint drying under his feet, and Scotty Barnes misses the free throw. Oh. Raptors still leading by 10, but I know it's one free throw, Javon. Just every point helps.
You want everything. You want everything. You need it all.
Barnes inbound to Schroeder. OKC in the zone. Raptors coming left to right in the white uniforms. They find Scotty in the middle of the zone. Turns, jump hook up and in. Give Scotty 7 and make it a 12-point Raptor lead, 35-23.
Great flash in the middle of the floor, and he knew that he had Lindy Waters third on his backside. He's just too big, too strong.
In the lane, the drive, no good. Tipped up and in. Aaron Wiggins with the tip in. OKC down 10. Raptors front court in the white. Schroeder bounced around like a ping pong ball, pinball in there. Gets it to Grady. They swing it to Thad. Now to Bruce Brown. Steps back for three. No good. Rebound, Jalen Williams. That's J-Dub out of Santa Clara. Gets it to Holmgren. In the lane. Kicks it out. Deep three in the air. Down.
Chet's tough. He had that matchup on Thad Young and put the ball between his legs, attack the right side of the floor. Bruce Brown helps, and he kicks out on that same strong side. Skill.
Lindy Waters with the third. Raptors miss. Holmgren with the rebound. 35-28, Toronto by 7. Holmgren drives. Kicks it out. Vasily Micic on the drive. Steps back. Launches a three and knocks that one down.
It's the danger with OKC as well, right? They're number 2 in the league in three-point percentage, and they can put points on the board very quick. 8-0 run for OKC.
35-31, Raptor lead shrinks to 4. Barnes down low. Kicks it to Brown. Back to Barnes. Scotty, three, no good. Rebound. Bruce Brown can't save it. It goes out of bounds. Brown's not afraid to stick his nose in there.
No, not at all.
But this one will go off him out of bounds to OKC.
Probably stuck his nose in a bit too much there. Scotty Barnes had to post up, and both Brown and Young were on top of each other. Poor spacing. Scotty was looking to make a pass.
OKC on an 8-0 run. Brings it front court. Wiggins to Holmgren with a running start. Top of the lane. Gets it to Waters. Cross court. Wiggins, three, no good. Rebound, Thad Young.
Good job Xing out by Grady Dick, closing out on the shooter.
35-31 Toronto, 9:25 first half. Scotty on the elbow, near side. Gets it to Schroeder. Drives, throws it up, no good, but he's fouled, and Dennis will go to the line for a couple of free throws. That's the way you stop a run, Javon. Get to the line, drive it in there, make some free throws, set your defense.
Well, we've seen it earlier, similar action here where Dennis Schroeder just attacks the basket and the defense gets caught, behind the screen. And because Dennis is so quick, it was Lindy Waters third in this action here, but they're going under the screen, and by the time Dennis is already at the rim, right? So they're at his mercy and picks up the foul. Knocks down the first of 2.
So the Raptors push their lead just a little bit. They had it up to 12. It's now 36-31. Schroeder dips, fires the second one, and knocks it down. 37-31. 6-point Raptor lead, 9:20 to go, first half. Front court, Micic off to Holmgren. On the drive, in the lane, Thad Young strips him. Quick hit ahead to Bruce Brown. Gets it back to Thad, now to Schroeder. Sets for a 3 up top and knocks it in the bottom of the well. Dennis Schroeder knocks it down. Raptors 4 of 9 from distance. They lead 40-31. Micic gets it to Jalen Williams. That's J-Dub. His pass into the corner. Grady in the passing lane, denying, knocks it out of bounds.
And Dennis again reading the defense, going under the screen, but too far below, right? Gets caught up with Thad Young there. And Dennis said, okay, I'm not going to meet you at the rim this time. I'm going to take the jump shot, and knocks down the 3.
40-31. Raptors will take a break. 8:42 first half. 9-point Toronto lead. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Did you fix that leaky tap?
Uh-huh.
How about that loose doorknob?
Uh-huh.
Right now, we can get a free medium pizza from 2 for $1 Pizza.
Did somebody say free pizza?
See, it's not just the kids that have selective hearing.
Right now, get a free medium 1-topping pizza with a minimum $25 purchase before tax and delivery. Limited time offer. Online orders only. Visit 2for1pizza.com and use coupon code FREEM.
Let's get jerseys. Let's get jerseys.
Right now, become a Tangerine client with a savings account, and you could get a free Raptors jersey.
We want jerseys.
Finally, a savings account worth cheering for.
Jerseys. Jerseys.
Find out how to score a jersey at tangerine.ca/Raptors. Tangerine. That's forward banking. Available to new clients who open and fund an eligible account while supplies last. Conditions apply.
Creating a company's culture is more than a vision and mission statement or plastering catchy phrases on the wall. People are the most important asset of any organization, so it's critical to build a culture that attracts and retains top talent. At Train West Online Academy, we help you establish a series of steps to help you define your corporate culture. We will help you define your beliefs, values, and passion, and discuss how you first need to connect with people. If you'd like to learn how to do this, go to trainwest.ca and click on our management training programs. That's trainwest.ca.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream your favorite shows on your smart speaker. Simply tell your smart speaker to listen to TSN 1050 everywhere you want it.
They're at the Paycom Center in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Raptors leading 40-31 with 8:42 to go. In the first half, it's been solid effort by Toronto. And Javon, I expected this on the heels of what transpired in Houston the other night.
Yeah, you knew you had to be better, right? And you and I were talking about that during that game. And I said, you don't crumple up that stat sheet. You don't forget that game.
No,
right?
no.
There was some things to look at, and we need to get better from that game. And I feel like the Raptors have come out and just been that much more focused and that much more energy. And the aggressor, right? They've already been to the free throw line 7 times.
Great pass. Micic underneath to Holmgren for the dunk out of the timeout. OKC cuts the lead to 40-33. 8.5 to go, second quarter. Thad Young to Barrett. RJ in the lane. Drops it off to Thad. They swing it quickly. 3, bang, in the bottom of the well. Everybody got a touch there, and IQ shot ready, dropped it home. 43-33 Toronto. Chet Holmgren back, knocks it down. 43-36. 7-point Raptor lead. Quickly, stutter dribble. Into the lane, kicks it out. They swing it to Bruce Brown. Bruce drives, floats it up, no good. Rebound Thad Young runs it down, gets it to Brown underneath, puts it up, no good, but he's fouled. And the Raptors will see Bruce Brown go to the free throw line.
Big time hustle by Thad and Bruce Brown. The play before, I thought Bruce could have got a better shot. Right, Raptors have done a good job of just getting good quality looks. I'm kind of forced that one up, but Thad's hustle, retaining the basketball, and Bruce sticking around, keeping his nose in there, and you come up with it. Right now, you get 2 at the free throw line, knock down the first of 2.
44-36. Raptors by 8. 7:45 to go. First half. Brown's second one good. Raptors push the lead to 9. Back comes OKC. Micic. Vasile Micic, big 3 up top, no good. Rebound quickly. IQ runs it front court. Drives. Gets it to Pirtle. On the elbow. Pirtle finds Barrett. RJ drive. In the lane. Lays it up and in. RJ snaking the dribble. And getting to the bucket to give Toronto a 47-36 lead.
Well, he's so strong. When he snakes that dribble, he has Williams on his backside, and there's no chance of him recovering.
Holmgren drive, floats it up, no good. Stolen by Barrett. Quick hit ahead to Grady. Drive, lay it up, no good, but he's fouled.
I know you like that. A 2-on-1, and we got something at the rim.
Yep.
And a strong attack.
And Javon, the misnomer is because people aren't teaching it these days properly. 2-on-1, the offensive people run the outside lanes so you have spacing. And when you have the ball, it's like, I'm going to the goal until that guy commits. And I teach kids, as Grady knocks in the first free throw. Kid says, but coach, how do I know when to pass? When your partner is behind the other guy's shoulders, if he puts his arms out straight from his shoulders and your partner's behind that, pass the ball.
I like it, right? Because you have a 2-on-1, and I was taught it's a foul or a basket.
Yes.
Nothing else. Foul
no
or
jump
basket.
shot.
Whether it's a 3-on-2, a 2-on-1, 4-on-3, you have the advantage. It's got to be a foul or a basket. Too many times today in today's NBA, we see teams letting the defense off the hook by pulling up from threes.
13-point lead for the Raptors. Largest of the game. Corner 3, OKC, no good. Rebound, Barrett. Off to Bruce Brown, to Pirtle in the middle of the floor. Jakob drives, and they got him on an offensive foul as he tried to Euro step around Jalen Williams. And Jakob takes the foul.
That's a good job by Jalen Williams there. I think that's a tough position to put your big man Pirtle in, to have the ball above the three-point line.
What you're saying is we're getting killed tomorrow in the video room for giving your big man the ball at midcourt to dribble, right? That's what you're saying. I got you.
Get chewed out for that one.
Yep. And the coach is winding the film back, and you're like, okay.
And I'm telling you, it's probably only 2 seconds of film, but it feels like 2 minutes.
Oh, God.
How many times are we going to rewind this?
Okay, coach.
I get it.
I got it, coach. I got it. Boop, boop. You hear the clicker. Boop, boop. And he's looking at you. Boop, boop. I got it, coach.
Everybody in the room, in the film, we're all looking at each other like, all right. All right, we got it. Got it, coach.
Whenever there's an issue, coach has your attention. Quickly, near side. Raptors up 49-36, halfway through the second frame. Trent, fall-away jumper, no good. Tipped up and in by Jakob Pirtle. And all of a sudden, the lead is 15, and OKC wants a timeout.
This is where Pirtle can feast, right? OKC, they're not a big team, right? And you look at the lineup they have on the floor: Wallace, Williams, Wiggins, Micic, and Williams. This is where Pirtle can really impact the game, getting on the offensive boards, getting on the defensive boards, and just imposing his size.
Timeout, 49-36. 51-36. Toronto by 15, 5:57 first half. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Final call for the Air France Rendezvous. Until February the 6th, enjoy fares at the very best prices during the Air France Rendezvous and benefit from our 90 years of experience of in-flight fine dining, design, and comfort. Our very best 90th anniversary fares have just landed. Book your flight to Paris starting at $855 return. From Toronto, tax included. Elegance is a journey. Air France. Travel from January 24th to June 22nd or from September 18th to October 31st, 2024. See conditions at airfrance.ca.
At Trillium Health Partners, we're ready to see you, not just as a patient, but as a person who needs innovative care with a human touch, a person with a life, with hopes, and with fears. At Trillium Health Partners, we'll see the whole you, our nurses, our doctors, and our staff. Because when we care for the whole person, our whole community gets stronger. Trillium Health Partners, we see you. Learn more at weseeyou.ca.
Does your furnace have a habit of breaking down as soon as it gets cold outside? And your plans for a relaxing night at home turn cold, along with your toes? Not good. Luckily, a highly trained licensed Intercare technician can get your furnace fixed fast. And what we quote is what you pay. So don't get left out in the cold. And right now, get a free diagnostic checkup, a $99 value. Get your furnace fixed right with Intercare. Terms and conditions apply. Give your home more at intercare.ca.
First Up with Korolnik and Koliakovo. Weekday morning 6 till 10 on TSN 1050.
You ain't first, you're last.
Paul Jones, Javon Shepard. You'll hear from Jim Taddy, Warren Ward, and Josh Lewinberg at halftime. Owen Hall, Cameron Moore behind the glass. The gang's all here as the Raptors lead at 51-36, and this kind of shows you what kind of team Toronto is, Javon. It was not a great night in Houston the other night, and the good thing about the NBA is win or lose, you wash it off when you come out of the shower. If it's good, you can think about it and how to improve. If it's bad, you come back with a little more grit in your teeth, and the Raptors have done that tonight.
Well, with a little focus, you're seeing, because you're playing an OKC team, which is not just one of the best teams in the West. This is one of the best teams in the entire league, right? Top 2 teams in the entire league, top 3, excuse me. But with just a little focus, it's a completely different Raptors team right now. And they're fun to watch.
51-36 they lead, 5:44 to go. First half. OKC inbound, and they got a foul against Cason Wallace. It'll go on R.J. Barrett. Or sorry, it'll go on Jakob Poeltl. Barrett was in the vicinity. And for Poeltl, that's already 3 fouls. Shea up top for OKC, gets it to Wallace. Drives into the lane. Finds Shea up top. He drives, has it knocked away. Raptors steal it. Quick hit ahead to Quickly. Pull up 3 in transition, blocked by Wallace, or it might have been a pass as he was looking underneath. Nonetheless, the Kentucky Wildcat Wallace blocked it out of bounds. A lot of Kentucky guys sour today after Tennessee went into Rupp and said, we're going to use the kitchen tonight. Poeltl in the lane has it knocked away out of bounds. It'll stay with Toronto. 51-36 Raptors, 5:17. First half. Barrett to inbound. Gets it into Quickly. To Poeltl. Now to Barnes. Scotty. Drive. Foul line jumper wide open. Can't get the roll. Here comes Shea. Front court for OKC. On the bounce. Into the corner to Giddey. Up top to Shea. Drive. Fall away jumper. Tough shot over the outstretched arm of Scotty Barnes. That was a tough contested look by SGA.
That's tough, right? You make him work. If he makes those, okay, you live with it. You get back on offense.
Barrett drives, lays it in near baseline. 53-38. Raptors push the lead back to 15. 4.5 second quarter. Shea up top. Double team. Gets it to Williams. Now to Dort. Far side. Drive. Pull up. Jumper. Good. Lou Dort. 16-footer. Far side right wing.
You look at the last 2 baskets for OKC, 2 tough mid-range shots. And if you're the Raptors, you can't be discouraged, right? You're playing some good basketball, that and some good defense as well.
Scotty kicks. RJ drives into the lane. And the blocking foul called on Wallace. RJ Barrett getting downhill again.
That's what he does, right? That's his bread and butter. And, you know, we haven't seen him in a couple games, but it doesn't take him much time to get going. 9 points, 4 rebounds. But to the defensive side, and my point before in terms of, you know, Raptors playing and forcing this OKC team into mid-range jump shots, RJ knocking down the first of 2. That is good defense, right? You've forced Shea into a tough one over Scotty's outstretched arms and, you know, not allowing him to get to the rack. And then now you have Lou Dort on a rotation on kickout, getting another mid-range shot, right? If those are the shots that this team has to beat you with, then you live with them.
Second one good for Barrett. Raptors up 15 again, 55-40. We go under 4 minutes first half. Wallace on the drive, finds Giddey underneath, dribbles it out of harm's way, kicks it far corner to Wallace. Gotta go, shot clock at 4. Quickly locking him up. Wallace, tough jumper, no good. Long rebound, Barnes can't save it. Tries to bat it back in, but it hit the right knee of Darko Rajakovic. Out of bounds, OKC ball, but Toronto still up 15. Got to be feeling good right now. 3:40 first half. Shea up top. Double team comes. Kicks it to Wallace. Back to Giddey. Puts it on the floor. Drive. Floated up. No good. But they got him on a charge as Gary Trent Jr. stands in and takes the contact, turn it over, give it to Toronto.
And it starts with the aggressive switches when Shea has the basketball, switching to take away his penetration. Now the clock gets down to 6 seconds. You send a double team, move the basketball. Great rotation by the Raptors, being in position to pick up that charge on Josh Giddey. Right now, OKC just looks a little bit discombobulated.
And the Raptors looking for their biggest lead of the game. Trent, step back jumper, no good. Rebound, Shea. 3:15 first half. Raptors 55, OKC 40. Shea in the lane, double team, kicks it to Dort. Swing it to Giddey. Jay Will up top to Shea. Drive, Trent knocks it away. Quickly now picks up SGA. Schroeder there in his lap. The double comes. Shea turns, fires a jumper, no good. Rebound tipped up. Saved by Toronto. Scotty Barnes has it. Here comes Schroeder. To Barrett in the lane, loses the ball. SGA the other way. Kicks to the corner. Giddey, 3, no good. Rebound, Schroeder. Outlet quickly. Front court, IQ. Deep 3 in the air, no good. Rebound, Jay Will. 2:24 to go first half. Wallace corner 3, no good. Rebound, Dort flying in, bats it out. Jay Will 3, no good. Rebound, Schroeder. Darko with both hands out saying, slow down, let's get something good at the 2:05 mark first half. 55-40 Toronto in the white, left to right. Trent drive and lay it in. They got something good and extend the lead to 17. And OKC and the fans saying, what is going on here?
Yeah, and OKC's struggling right now. They're not shooting the basketball well, and the Raptors are doing a good job on Shea. So, you know, it's double trouble.
Jay Will, 3, good. OKC knocks it down, 57-43. Raptors still by 14. Quickly to Barnes. Scotty straight away, 3 in the air. Bang, bang in the bottom of the well. Scotty knocks it out. The Raptors get the 3 back. Lead 60-43. Up by 17. 10 for Barnes. Giddey drives, floats it up. No good, but he's fouled, and he'll get free throws. So Barrett takes the foul. It will be his first. And Giddey will be at the line shooting 2. First one up and down for Giddey. 60-44 Toronto. They've held OKC to 42% from the floor while moving along at a 50% clip themselves.
21 bench points for the Raptors. And guess what, Jonesy? Only 4 fast break points. Right, doing a really good job of, rebounding the basketball, moving the basketball. 18 assists on the 21 made field goals.
60-45 Toronto. Front court, here come the Raptors. Scotty into the corner. Trent, sidestep 3, no good. Rebound, Chet Holmgren. Outlet to Shea. Under a minute, 45 seconds to go. First half. They double Shea. Scotty comes with length. They kick it to Giddey. Near side, left wing. Off to Shea. Drives into the lane and jams it down. They found a seam there and decided he would just dip it. 60-47 Raptor lead cut to 13.
He's so good. Sometimes we underestimate his athleticism.
That's like a big punch at the end of the round. A good thing the Raptors can see the half coming. Schroeder, jumper, no good. Rebound, Barnes knocks it out. Kick it to Trent, 3-ball, far side, got it in the bottom of the well. 63-47, 5 seconds to go. Holmgren, Jay Will, 3, no good, and the Raptors lead by 16, 63-47 at half.
This has been impressive because the Raptors have played 2 complete quarters of basketball. And, I don't say that because they've held OKC to 47 points. But it's the attention to detail on the defensive end, right? Getting the ball out of SGA's hands early, having them wind on the clock, sending that double team from the right side of the court so that Shea can't get to that left hand where he's extremely comfortable. And moving the basketball on the other end. 19 assists, some great shots. Everybody's been involved on 22 made field goals. This has been a feel-good first half.
Well, Jim Taddy, Warren Ward, and Josh Lewenberg will talk about it. Recess. Down in Oklahoma City at the Paycom Center, 63-47 Toronto. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network.
Whatever the weather, CMC Markets is here to help. Planning for a rainy day? Enjoy $0 commission on U.S. and Canadian share CFDs. Riding out the storm? Get ahead of the curve with lightning-fast execution speeds. Blue skies ahead? Go with the trusted broker backed by over 30 years experience. Switch to CMC Markets and join over 275,000 global traders. Learn more at cmcmarkets.ca. FX spreads apply. CFDs involve a high degree of risk. Member Canadian Investor Protection Fund. Umbrella not included.
Good morning. Baby, it's a brand new day.
Experience a different tomorrow with Norwegian Cruise Line. Book today and get 50% off your cruise to Alaska, Europe, and beyond. Plus, everyone can enjoy their vacation with free unlimited open bar, free specialty dining, and more. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Offer ends soon. Norwegian Cruise Line. Ships registered to the Bahamas and USA. Restrictions apply.
The rest of my life gonna start today.
The job market isn't changing. It's already changed. New technologies are creating new jobs and eliminating others. How can you prepare for this new world of work? With the York University School of Continuing Studies program. Our programs are developed with industry experts and enable you to upskill and reskill quickly. You'll also gain access to our career services to help pursue your ambitions. Get hired in fields like accounting, big data, cybersecurity, digital marketing, customer success management, and cloud ops. Learn more at continue.yorku.ca.
In Scarborough, there's this fire behind our eyes.
A passion in our bellies.
It's in the hearts of our neighbors.
The eyes of our nurses.
And the hands of our doctors.
It's what makes Scarborough, Scarborough.
In our hospitals, we do more than anyone thought possible, with less than anyone could imagine.
But it's time to imagine what we can do with more.
Join Scarborough Health Network, and together,
we can turn grit into greatness.
Donate at lovescarborough.ca.
Life will be a struggle for Zoe.
Zoe will not apply to post-secondary school because Zoe might not finish high school, because Zoe can barely concentrate in grade school, because every day Zoe goes to school, Zoe is hungry. Help keep food banks full. $16 donated to Feed Ontario can provide breakfast for a hungry child for 1 month. Learn how you can help at feedontariotogether.ca.
It was 1902 when an all-women's baseball team drew massive crowds in Toronto by challenging a local men's team to a series. Torontonians scaled rooftops and climbed trees to get a good view. For these women, winning a game was more than a battle of skill. It was a fight for respect on the field. Learn more local sports histories at Museum of Toronto's new exhibit, Winners and Losers, open until March 9th. If you're coming down for the All-Star game this weekend, find us at Richmond and Spadina. Visit museumoftoronto.com for details.
Tangerine Raptors basketball is on TSN 1050. The Raptors live here.
Gets it to RJ on his Canadian teammate Shea. Kicks it out. Trent, 3, got it down the bottom of the well. Gary said, I got you, Javon Shepherd, Paul Jones. I'm dialed in. We only need 10.
I'm locked in.
We only need 10 more of these babies.
And they're really on the right track here. Trent with 8 points at the half, 2 of 4 from the outside, 63-47 for the Raptors over OKC at the half. 2 great quarters, certainly, to get here. Welcome to Raptors at the half, Raptors game night. Jim Taddy, Warren Ward, and Josh Lewinberg with you. Warren, when you look at the box score, I mean, that scoring is spread all over everybody. But I have to believe, as Javon pointed out going into the halftime commercial break, the defense has been really good.
Teddy, do you hear me clapping? Because I'm clapping right now. I'm applauding. I'm applauding that half. The scoring is spread out. That's great, phenomenal. But what I saw more importantly was hard screens being set. You saw guys cutting. You saw them moving with a purpose. You saw, 19 assists on 22 made field goals. Very, very impressive offensively. But, the fact that the Raptors came out and they're looking like they just look like they have more energy tonight, for some reason. I don't want to keep on saying, the Raptors need to play like this every game. Yeah, that's obvious. But on this day, they haven't won a first quarter since January 17th. That's wild. So not only do they win the first quarter, but they get better in the second quarter. And the defense has just been outstanding. On the catch, they're getting deflections. They're double teaming Shea, which I thought they would do. I just didn't know where on the floor. But as soon as he puts that ball on the floor, he's getting double teamed. Everything looking a lot more difficult for OKC to go ahead and maneuver and to hold essentially one of the best offensive players in the NBA right now to 8 points and a half. Job well done.
He's also 4th in the NBA in free throw attempts and hasn't been to the line yet at all tonight in his 18 minutes. The Thunder as a team, they just attempted 2 free throws. So the Raptors doing a great job of defending, but also without fouling. I mean, give them a lot of credit. Warren mentioned the doubles that they're sending Shea's way, but that's really just half the battle, right? Because Shea is so good at making the right read, and he did in a lot of cases in that first half. They send the double team, and then Shea makes the right pass, finds the open man. But to the Raptors' credit, they're doing a great job of rotating out to shooters and closing defensive possessions, also closing them with a rebound too, which is something that they've struggled to do of late. So just a really impressive two-way half, maybe the best of the season for the team, or at least the best in a long time, because in addition to all the great things they're doing defensively, and we talked a lot about that, but even the offense, 19 assists is more than they had in the entire game against Houston. They're playing with a purpose, they're playing with a swagger, they're playing with an intensity that we certainly didn't see the other night against Houston. I'm not sure why it wasn't there then. I'm not sure why it is there now, but it's great to see. And it sort of feels like the opposite of that Rockets game where we were sitting here just a couple days ago struggling to find positive things to say about the team. And now, I can't really find too many, if any, negative things to say about that first half.
We're going to extend the halftime show. No, we can't do that. And it's a full 9-man rotation. So when you look at the 4 guys coming out the bench, Schroeder, Young, Brown, and Grady Dick, I mean, they had meaningful minutes and contributions, didn't they?
Most definitely, and you see that. I mean, you got Thaddeus Young. He stripped Chet. Got that bucket to end the first quarter to put the Raptors up. 10 points, and then you look at his production: 10 minutes, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 points. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better half with the minutes that have been distributed. And you know what? Jordan Ward didn't even play. Right, Boucher didn't get in the game either. So you got 2 other guys who are capable of contributing who didn't even touch the floor, but everyone that played scored, and that's something that you definitely want to see. You're getting the most production you can out of your team, and the minute distribution is there as well. So the Toronto Raptors are locked in. They're laser focused right now. They have 2 quarters back to back of 30+ points. Again, job well done. There's 3 and 4 left that are blank. Let's see what happens.
A lot of guys impressing me right now, and Warren touched on the old man, Thad Young, so I'll take care of 2 of the kids. Let's start with Scotty Barnes. I mean, in terms of degree of difficulty, it doesn't get much tougher than this. On one end, he's defending the best Canadian player in the NBA in Shea. On the other end, he's being guarded by maybe the best defensive Canadian in the NBA in Lou Dort. That's after seeing Dylan Brooks a couple nights ago. So getting a lot of CanCon, Scotty is these days, but he's done a really good job. I mean, we talked about the defense on Shea, but offensively, I thought he's been really patient, not forcing anything, making the right plays, got 10 points, a couple of assists. And then the youngest of the kids is Grady Dick, coming off the bench, playing in front of some family close to home. And I thought he did a really nice job for similar reasons too, right? Like, he didn't come out here looking to put on a show in front of familiar faces. He's not playing outside of himself. He's making the right plays on both ends of the floor. I've been pretty impressed with his defense over the last few games, really holding his own on that end. And then offensively, I mean, so much of what we talk about with Grady Dick is like he can be more than just a shooter. The shooting is nice, but what he's shown here so far tonight, both of his buckets actually came attacking closeouts, putting the ball on the floor, getting to the free throw line as well. So really nice job by Grady in 9 minutes.
Josh, thanks very much. The Raptors first half stat is brought to you by your Ontario Subaru dealers. Unhibernate, redefine winter fun with Subaru all-weather capability. Visit your local Subaru dealer and welcome to uncommon winter confidence. So a couple of numbers we've alluded to. 19 assists on 22 buckets to get us to 63 points for the Raptors. Turnovers for points, the Raptors 3 for just 2. OKC 7 for 6. Rebounds, offensive boards 5 for the Raptors for 10 points. And for OKC 4 for 6 in the paint. 28-20 Toronto over OKC. Fast break. Not much happening there. 5-4 for OKC. So, Warren, I mean, obviously there's going to be pushback here. What do you think OKC is going to do in the start of the third quarter? Because that's always the key moment.
Always, yeah. No, they're going to come out. They're going to make their adjustments. I mean, whatever they need to go ahead and change in order to try and get more production, try and get to the basket. I mean, they've only shot 2 free throws in the half, so they're definitely going to try and get to the line more, probably attack Toronto as much as possible. And also try and get some more assists involved. I mean, the ball's moving, but not as well as not as well as they're probably used to. So I think they want to get a little bit more ball movement. Find a way to break down Toronto's defense, because that's where they're, most susceptible, is in the paint. So as of right now, I don't think, they're too happy, but they'll come out the first 5 minutes most important, and I'm sure they'll make their adjustments.
Plenty of time left, that's for sure, but we're enjoying the halftime show. 63-47, the Raptors over OKC. The second half is next. This is Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050.
Breaking story from Alpine News Network. Ron is a teacher helping bright minds, but this time he needed help. Alpine Credit sent a cosmic superhero with a debt consolidation loan. She conjured a magic book, Debt Consolidation 101. Lesson 1, consolidate debt into one low monthly payment. Lesson 2, nothing. It's a short book. Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Just for license 12616.
A big win and a bigger impact. When you play the MLC Foundation 50-50 jackpot, you support the kids and the future Raptors of tomorrow. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. Will this season include you? The only way to find out is if you play. Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Final call for the Air France rendezvous. Until February the 6th, enjoy fares at the very best prices during the Air France Rendezvous and benefit from our 90 years of experience of in-flight fine dining, design, and comfort. Our very best 90th anniversary fares have just landed. Book your flight to Florence starting at $890 return from Toronto, tax included. Elegance is a journey. Air France. Travel from January 24th to June 22nd or from September 18th to October 31st, 2024. See conditions at airfrance.ca.
Hi, it's Randy Hanatko, founder of Train West Online Academy. Stop selling features and benefits. This technique is not effective today. Features and benefits don't convince people to buy. Emotions do. Becoming an expert in asking good questions and listening to the answers is your key to success in sales, not barfing out features and benefits. For 18 years, we've been training professional salespeople to reach their full potential. If you're deadly serious about increasing your sales and profits, go to trainwest.ca to learn more. Trainwest.ca.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream us on iHeartRadio, the TSN app, or on Apple CarPlay. TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
Second half about to begin, 63-47. The Raptors lead by 16 over OKC. Biggest lead of the game was 17 at one juncture. Let's see if the Raptors can ride this home with your third quarter delivered by 2-for-1 Pizza. Get a free medium one-topping pizza with a $25 minimum purchase before tax and delivery. Online orders only. Visit 2for1pizza.com and use coupon code FREEM like mozzarella. And right now, Raptors giving the cheese to Oklahoma City, Javon. That was a good half by the Raptors. Yeah. You know, you almost didn't want halftime. It was like, can we just turn around and run it back?
Can we just play? Can we just toss it back up? No, but they, the Raptors, they made it fun, like I said.
That's when you went on the schoolyard. You're like, next.
No, but it's been fun to watch because the attention to detail on the defensive end, and even when OKC scored, I thought the Raptors did a great job of changing ends of the floor and not letting it affect them, right? And there was a number of times they got some easy baskets that way. RJ getting to the rack, Scotty advancing the basketball. But for the Raptors, everybody that's played has scored already, right? So hopefully you can replicate that first half in the second here.
Well, Raptors start with the ball. Barnes inside to Pirtle, and they got Jakob for a walk. Man, tough call by Mark Davis. He caught it and kind of bobbled it on his shoulder, but didn't move his feet. And they take a deuce off the board for Toronto. Like I said, Javon, you want everything in a situation like this. Shea up top. Kicks it to Holmgren. Deep three, no good. Long rebound, OKC. SGA near side. Oklahoma City moving left to right. Step back jumper from Shea is good from 16 feet. Thunder cut the lead to 63-49.
Shea's going to come out and have a forceful second half. His first touch of the game, and attacks RJ getting to the right hand and steps away from the help into the jump shot.
RJ drives, tied up with Shea. And the two of them,
they know each other pretty well.
Yeah, make sure that they each have a soft landing, but RJ's the one that's going to get free throws.
This is also bragging rights. Let's not forget now.
Oh yeah, there'll be talk about this in the summer.
This is some bragging rights. Hey, you can see on the attack, RJ attacking and Shea tying him up. They tussle a little bit. Make sure it's a soft landing, but neither one of them even made eye contact with each other as RJ went to the free throw line.
Hey, we're competing here.
Gotta love it. Gotta love that.
Barrett knocks down free throws. 64-49. Raptors in the lead. OKC goes up top. They lob it to Chet Holmgren, who knocks it down. And all of a sudden, the Raptor lead has been cut to 64-51. You can feel OKC trying to gain some momentum. Barnes, cross court to Trent. Scotty had a matchup there, didn't go. Trent goes. Step back, elbow jumper, no good. Rebound to Pirtle, and they say stay here. As Jalen Williams takes the foul on Pirtle.
You mentioned Jay Will, and you could actually feel the absence of J-Dub for OKC. Right?
Yeah.
Is his 18 points. You know, a guy that shoots 45 from the three-point line, especially on a night when OKC is struggling.
The lane kicks it out to RJ, sets the feet, knocks it in the bottom of the well. 67-51, Toronto by 16. SGA up top on the switch on RJ. Kicks to Dort. Shot fake, drive in the lane, floats it up, no good. Rebound Trent. Outlet quickly to Barrett. RJ downhill. His pass for quickly knocked away. And here comes OKC. Dort into the corner. Jay Will. Back to Dort. Deep three, no good. Rebound, run down by Jalen Williams. Shea in the lane. Wallace, three ball, no good. Near side, rebound to Trent. Here comes Toronto front court in the white from right to left with a 16-point lead. Quickly kicks it out. He's fouled by Shea from behind. Shea doesn't like it. Shaking his head, but Toronto will get the benefit of the call.
And remember, you and I were talking earlier before we got on air, and a part of defending Shea is making him work on the defensive end. An IQ there attacking. Shea picks up a foul, and you put him in a compromising situation because this is his fourth foul.
Yeah. Let's see if Toronto attacks even further. Missed a shot in the lane. Back comes OKC. Dort spins. Kicks it to Williams. Jalen Williams. Dort, mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound, knocked away. Trent has it. Barnes near side. Lobs to Pirtle, down low. Reverse layup, up and in. Raptors go up by 18, 69-51. Timeout, OKC.
You know, great lob entry into Jakob Pirtle. And you can see the size advantage there, the 245 pounds. And Chet with his 208 frame trying to front. Dort coming on the weak side, but was a little too late. Great job, great skill by Pirtle. Inside hand, right hand finish.
69-51 Toronto, 8:57 third quarter. We'll take a break. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
From the executive producers of Band of Brothers and the Pacific.
We came from every corner of the country to bring the war to Hitler's doorstep.
Starring Academy Award nominee Austin Butler, Callum Turner, and Anthony Boyle.
You'll be in charge of 350 air crewmen, boys who have yet to experience combat.
Let's rack them up and knock them down. So what do you think the odds are? I'm gonna bet on anything. I'm gonna bet on us.
Masters of the Air, now streaming on Apple TV+. Subscription required for Apple TV+.
This is the sound of medicine. When you stay at a Ronald McDonald House, close to your sick child, family is medicine. And right now, it's helping Ryan battle leukemia. We need your help to keep families together. Please donate today at rmhc.ca.
Welcome, families. This is your Viamone free boarding invitation to a first class and free French education. The Viamone French Language School Board is proud to be awarded the highest success rate in the most recent provincial tests. Your elementary open house boarding is on now. So please visit csviamone.ca to select your first class tour. Welcome aboard. Conseil scolaire Viamone.
Overdrive, Toronto's favorite way to drive home. Weekdays 4 to 7 on TSN 1050.
69-51, biggest lead of the game for the Toronto Raptors at 18 against the Oklahoma City Thunder. 34-15 overall. And the Raptors right now taking it to the Thunder with that 18-point edge and really playing some solid basketball, Javon.
Yeah, solid basketball. And I thought, OKC made an adjustment. Coach Mark Dagnall made an adjustment inserting Jalen Williams into the lineup for Josh Giddey for a little bit more size. But really haven't seen the impact of that size. And last play, Raptors, a good job as well, just taking advantage of, Pirtle having a little bit more meat on his body against Holmgren.
SGA up top. Raptors have done a good job on him. He's 10 points, 9 shots. Inside, Kenrich Williams. They've got more Williams than you can shake a stick at it. OKC has it blocked. Raptors get down the other end, screen and roll with Pirtle, who lays it in. 20-point lead for Toronto, 71-51. Holmgren, deep three, no good. Rebound Barnes. Scotty front court to Quickly. 3-ball near side, no good. Rebound SGA. Here comes OKC. Giddey back in the lane. Kicks it to Holmgren. Up top to Shea. Against Gary Trent. Directing traffic. Far side, left wing. Double comes. He gets rid of it. On the drive into the lane. Thrown up, no good. And then drives and couldn't get it all the way to the 10.
Well, again, late clock. Shea has the basketball. That's SGA time. And Scotty comes from the key for the double. And now you have him moving the basketball, and somebody else has to make that decision. Just, really good defense, really disciplined defense by the Raptors tonight.
Barrett in the lane, has it stripped from behind. Here comes SGA on the run. Giddey lobs. They lay it up, no good. Rebound to Pirtle. Quick hit ahead. RJ drives and jams it down. Uses the misdirection step to get past Shea. And the Raptors have a 22-point lead, 73-51.
Heavy play by RJ. Shea, jump in the left hand, knowing RJ wants to get there. Scoops it, stays on the right side of the court, and gets that right-sided finish.
It's a 9-0 run for the Raptors in the last 3 minutes, 10 seconds, and they've got their biggest lead of the contest at 22. Holmgren up top. Jumper no good. Rebound up and in from Wiggins. 73-53. Toronto by 20. Barnes on the bounce straight away. Gets it to Pirtle. Scotty 3-ball, got it far side. Down the bottom of the well for Scotty. He's got 13. 76-53 Toronto.
And that's Gary Trent Jr.'s cut on the bottom side, strong side, that loosens up the defense. Pirtle with a great kickback to Scotty Barnes, who walks into his third 3 of the night.
So Scotty has 13. The Raptors take the foul there. Barrett gets the foul against SGA. Didn't like it. Looked at referee Danielle Scott. Said, "What are you saying? What are you talking about? We do that at practice all the time in Canada." Kenrich Williams, 3-ball, got it far side. OKC trying to punch back. The lead is 20 for Toronto. 76-56. Front court. Here come the Raptors. Scotty on Williams. Drives, gets into the lane, loses the ball, no foul call. Here comes SGA. Drive, kicks it out. Deep 3, good. Back-to-back triples. That one coming from Wiggins. Timeout, Darko, 76-59. As OKC got a little spark going, and Darko takes his fire hose out. Let's take a break. 6 minutes, third quarter. Toronto by 17, 76-59. This is Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Unhibernate. Verb. To laugh in the face of snow because you drive a Subaru. As in, when I unhibernate, I have the roads all to myself because my Subaru has symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive and others don't. Or, the award-winning safety in my Subaru means I can unhibernate all winter while my neighbors stare longingly from their bedroom windows. Or my favorite usage. I am going to unhibernate this winter by visiting my local Subaru dealer today. Welcome to Uncommon Winter Confidence.
You've heard that sound before. A basketball going off the backboard and in. A bank shot. Well, that's actually the sound of a fan winning a Raptors jersey. That's the sound of a fan getting a signed Raptors basketball. And that's a fan scoring tickets to the NBA Finals. With the Tangerine Bank Shot contest, every bank shot the Raptors score this season wins a fan a prize. Enter for a chance to win at tangerine.ca/bankshot. Tangerine, that's forward banking.
Good morning. Baby, it's a brand new day.
When
When you vacation with Norwegian Cruise Line, every day is a new day. Get a taste for Barcelona, then savor incredible dining back on board one day. Connect to ancient history in Athens, and then disconnect in our spa another day. Wherever the sea breeze takes you, come aboard and experience a different tomorrow with Norwegian. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Norwegian Cruise Line. Ships Registry, the Bahamas and USA.
The rest of my life gonna start today.
There's no better way to drive home than with Hayes, Noodles, and the O-Dog. Overdrive every weekday, 4 to 7 p.m. on TSN 1050.
76-59 Toronto, 6 minutes to go, halfway through the third quarter. You just don't want to let Oklahoma City get anything going right now, Javon, and Darko with a quick timeout there.
Yeah, and a good timeout as well, because you have a team that knocks down 2 threes, and they can catch fire at any point. They really shoot the basketball well. They haven't done that to this point in this game, but you know how the 3-ball goes, right? That can chop down leads pretty fast. So just regroup and, get back to what's working.
Well, the Raptors lead by 17. They had the lead at one juncture up to 23, and a couple of threes helped cut things down for OKC. Raptors front court in the white, right to left. Pirtle on the lob for RJ, comes down with it, has it knocked away. Here comes OKC. SGA up top into the corner. They drive, find Holmgren, floats it up and in. 76-61. Quickly on the drive into the lane. Great pass to RJ underneath, who lays it in. IQ threading the needle. And Barrett makes it 78-61, 19 for RJ. Giddey up top. On the drive, gets into the lane, floats it up, score it. Kind of beat RJ on a little hesitation. RJ thought he was going to stop and pass it, and he changed gears and laid it in.
Well, it's a bad foul by RJ there, right? Just a careless one. And Giddey was dribbling towards SGA for the handoff, and Dennis Schroeder did a good job denying it. So he slipped and got to the basket, just caught RJ sleeping. Now you pick up the foul, a three-point play, which you compound the issue there.
Front court. Schroeder gets it to Quickly. Raptors in the white, right to left. Quickly, 3 straight away, no good. Rebound. Here comes OKC. Shea straight away against Gary. Kicks to the corner. Holmgren, shot fake, drive, swing it out. Deep 3 in the air, good. Wiggins knocks down a 3, 78-67. Toronto's lead is suddenly 11, chopped in half, and Darko got the fire hose out again, trying to wet it down. 78-67. And Javon, we know that building, it can
get rocking.
Yeah, it can give their home team energy, and that's what's happening right now with 4:24. Third quarter, and the Raptors' 23-point lead more than cut in half at 78-67.
Well, smart play, right? Great players make great plays, and SGA, right, has the basketball in his hands. He knows what to expect from the Raptors in the second half, and he just uses his eyes to make eye contact with the left side of the floor, and the defense shifts. Pirtle is loading up, and now SGA makes a kick out to Chet on the right side. Chet penetrates. The defense is all rotating and shifting on skates, kicks out, and you get a knockdown. But Shea savvy, right? Just knowing, okay, they're loading up from the left side. They're sending bodies from the left side. Okay, I'm gonna track that defense. Pirtle's on my right side, on his right side there, and Chet's open on the weak side of the floor.
Well, let's see if Toronto can respond. They need a big response here, as OKC is coming at them. 78-67. I was looking at the LA Clippers defeating the Miami Heat 103-95 Watch out for the Clippers in the West, Javon.
They've been playing some really good basketball. Really good basketball.
Quickly in the lane, lean back, no good. The rebound knocked away. Here comes OKC. Trying to get it inside 10 with 4:12 to go, third quarter. SGA up top. They swing it. Giddey, far side, left wing. On the bounce, gets into the lane. Kicks it into the corner. Wiggins open for three. Got it again. Aaron Wiggins is knocking him down. Give him another triple and 13 points as OKC has cut it to 78-70.
He's the hot number right now, right? So you got to get the ball out of his hands, and he can't get those open looks. Those 3 threes that he has been in this half.
The last two, Javon, have been wide open. Gary Trent drives, stops, drags the pivot foot, travels, and turn it over and give it to OKC.
8-point game.
Yeah, the Raptor wagon is leaking oil and the wheels are wobbling. You knew this was going to happen, though, Javon, after halftime.
Yeah, and as soon as OKC start to shoot the basketball better, right, then you knew they were going to get himself a chance.
Another deep three, no good. Rebound. Wiggins kicks it out to SGA. Double comes. Shade backs off on the dribble, now gets into the lane. Kicks to Giddey. Shot fake, drive on Thad Young, throws it up and got the roll. 78-72. 3 minutes to go, third quarter. Schroeder with the crowd chanting for D. Pulls it out, Bruce Brown. Down to Thad Young. Thad backs in on Giddey. Spins, gets to the left hand and floats it up and in. The veteran says, I got this one.
Yeah, and that's a matchup he can attack. If Giddey's going to be matched up on him in the post, right, there's going to be one of two mismatches right now. Scotty on the blocks or Thad Young on the blocks.
Shea on the elbow, weaves into the lane. Kicks it near side. They swing it up top. Wiggins, drive. Three ball in the air, rattles halfway down, rebound to Thad Young. Henrich Williams missing that three. Back come the Raptors. Schroeder corner three in the bottom of the well. Ice in the veins for Schroeder. Raptors up 83-72.
A big time pass by Scotty Barnes, just weaving and threading the baseline to Dennis Schroeder, who's filling that right side corner. SGA closing out on his top side. But Schroeder with the concentration. And I like it again. You're attacking Giddey. Scotty Barnes, that is the possession before, was Thad Young taking it to him for a bucket. But now you have Scotty working the baseline, kick out three.
So quickly called on a technical foul. Illegal D, and SGA's free throw makes it 83-73. Toronto, 2:05 to go. Well, actually, quickly was called for being on the court from the bench. I guess enforcing the bench decorum. I didn't like that because that happens all the time. Giddey kicks it near side. Ousmane Dieng back to Giddey. Three up top, no good. Rebound Williams, Kenrich Williams. Has it in the corner, kicks it up top. Swing it to Shea. Drive. Dieng, three, no good. Rebound. And they say stay here as the foul is going to go on Toronto.
Tough right now. You know, OKC's putting up shots. But Toronto, we've seen this with them before, having a tough time closing out those defensive possessions. You got to corral the basketball, got to come up with it somehow, some way. This is not a good offensive rebounding team, this OKC team. So for them to have 8 right now.
Back in. Shea, step back, three, got it, 83-76. The lead down to 7. Schroeder bringing it front court. I'd like to see them go inside to Scotty. Get something close to the hoop. RJ downhill. Schroeder playing screen and roll. They do go to Scotty now. Squares on Shea. Turns. A lefty shot. No good. Rebound knocked out. Schroeder three. No good. Rebound. Scotty has it. Kick it out to Bruce Brown. They swing it. RJ downhill. Dishes to Scotty. Lays it up and in.
There it is, right? Didn't get on the first attempt. And I thought he bailed out the defense with a floater instead of just punching it. But you come up with the offensive rebound, the ball moves around, and a great pass, interior passing. And Scotty, a stronger take, ends up with a 2-point stronger finish.
We got both of them because RJ was going downhill with the pass. 40 seconds, third quarter. 85-76 Toronto. And they got a foul on Thad Young as they try to double team Shea. 85-76, and Shea will go to the line for two. First free throw good from Shea. Well, the Raptors have had big performances from Scotty Barnes in the fourth quarter. They're going to need one tonight. He's got 15, RJ Barrett 19, Schroeder 12 off the bench. High honors for Toronto. Pirtle with 12 also. 85-78, 30 seconds, third quarter. Schroeder drives on the bounce, far side. Kicks it to Barnes. Scotty back to Schroeder. Drives into the lane to a trailing Barnes. Floats it up and in. Scotty with 17. Raptors increased the lead to 9, 87-78. Shea up top. On the dribble. Gets it to Giddey, far side. Deep three from Giddey is good. They left him open. He had time to measure and knock it down. 87-81. Thad Young, turn, fire, no good at the buzzer. And OKC has cut the lead to 6. 87-81. Fourth quarter, last lap of the track to come. Toronto with a 6-point lead. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network.
March 7th. If you are a First Nations individual impacted by a long-term drinking water advisory, your claim must be submitted by March 7th, 2024. You can find out if you are eligible, find support, and submit your claim, all by March 7th, 2024, and all at firstnationsdrinkingwater.ca.
Hey, Raptor fans, what would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
It was 1902 when an all-women's baseball team drew massive crowds in Toronto by challenging a local men's team to a series. Torontonians scaled rooftops and climbed trees to get a good view. For these women, winning a game was more than a battle of skill. It was a fight for respect on the field. Learn more local sports histories at Museum of Toronto's new exhibit, Winners and Losers, open until March 9th. If you're coming down for the All-Star game this weekend, find us at Richmond and Spadina. Visit museumoftoronto.com for details.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream your favorite shows in your car. Available on Apple CarPlay via the iHeartRadio app. TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
Last lap of the track, fourth quarter, 87-81 Toronto. Fourth quarter is brought to you by CMC Markets. Take your trading to the next level with $0 commission on stocks. Well, the Raptors hope there's no commission on the 81 right now that OKC has, and they can stay in the market and get the win. Javon, they've battled for three quarters, but now the game starts.
This is where it is. This is where it is.
OKC ball, they will bring it front court. From left to right. Micic up top. Wiggins kicks it to Holmgren. Back to Micic. In the lane, he kicks it out. Shot fake. Wiggins sidestep. Three, no good. Rebound knocked away. Back to Wiggins. He fires another three. No good. Rebound Scotty Barnes. Raptors dodge a bullet. Wiggins had been hot. Front court. Here comes Toronto. In the white, right to left. Pirtle to Schroeder on the guard around. Schroeder like a halfback going through a hole, lays it up and in.
Such a blur. Right, the handoff at the elbow and just gets downhill to his right hand off the catch.
Holmgren, three up top. Good ball movement. Chet knocks it out. OKC cuts it to 89-84. Schroeder picks it up at center. They get it to Barnes on Dort. Down low. Scotty on the dribble. Bailing Dort out. Standing out low. Out high. Finds Schroeder on the cut. Can't get it down. Here comes OKC. Shea drives into the corner. Dort for three. No good. Rebound. Taken away by Wiggins. Kicks it out top to Dort. Shea on the drive to Holmgren. Jams it down. 89-86.
You're getting some good breaks, right? The Raptors are, right? Shea's driving, you're kicking out. Lou Dort taking a wide open shot and missing it, but you gotta come up.
Schroeder had that rebound.
He had the rebound. You gotta come up with the rebound. You give this team second chance opportunities. You got players like Chet, you got players like Shea, they're going to capitalize.
Timeout Darko, 89-86. Toronto's lead shrinks to 3, 10-16 fourth quarter. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Final call for the Air France Rendezvous. Until February the 6th, enjoy fares at the very best prices during the Air France Rendezvous and benefit from our 90 years of experience of in-flight fine dining, design and comfort. Our very best 90th anniversary fares have just landed. Book your flight to Malaga starting at $870 return from Toronto, tax included. Elegance is a journey. Air France. Travel from January 24th to June 22nd or from September 18th to October 31st, 2024. See conditions at airfrance.ca.
At Train West Online Academy, we have a sales training and development program that addresses all areas necessary for your success. Learning, developing, and mastering new skills and behaviors takes time, practice, and guidance. That's exactly what you'll get from our sales training program. Our training is built on the concept of incremental growth and change over time, supported by repetition, reinforcement, and coaching. If you're deadly serious about improving your skills, go to trainwest.ca to learn more. Trainwest.ca.
At Trillium Health Partners, we're ready to see you, not just as a patient, but as a person who needs innovative care with a human touch, a person with a life, with hopes, and with fears. At Trillium Health Partners, we'll see the whole you, our nurses, our doctors, and our staff. Because when we care for the whole person, our whole community gets stronger. Trillium Health Partners, we see you. Learn more at weseeyou.ca.
Making your lousy commute fun. Overdrive with Hayes Noodles and the O-Dog every weekday, 4 to 7 p.m. on TSN 1050.
89-86. Paul Jones, Javon Shepard here. You'll hear from Taddy Ward, Leuenberg after the show. Owen Hall, Cameron Moore behind the glass, keeping us on the air. The Raptors jumped out, and it's like Oklahoma City's reeling them in and trying to lead them out at the finish line. 10-16 fourth quarter. Raptor lead was 23. It's now down to 3 at 89-86. Raptor ball, front court. Pirtle up top. Gets it to Scotty straight away. Into the post to Pirtle. Turnaround floater up and in. Wanted the push on Holmgren. Didn't get it, but did get the deuce. And Toronto takes the lead up to 5, 91-86. OKC. Micic up top. Dort open three. Got it. Feet set. Knocked it down. It's a 2-point game. 91-89 Toronto.
That's been the difference maker, right? The 3-point line, especially in the third quarter.
Barnes up top. On the drive. Now gets it to Pirtle. They pull the chair away, and Pirtle can't squeeze it. Out of bounds. It'll go to OKC. They'll look for the tie or the lead with a 3.
Pirtle putting a little bit too much of his weight back on his backside on Williams. Pull the chair.
9:15 to go. Micic up top. Dort for the lead. In and out. Rebound to Schroeder. Standing rebound. Runs it front court. Schroeder to Barrett. RJ in the lane. Kicks it cross court. Picked off. Dort on the run. Drops it to Giddey. Lays it in. We're tied at 91.
And that's a tough play there, right? A live ball turnover. RJ, jumps to get an attack on the basket. Loses it in the air and tries to make a cross-court pass. OKC picks it off. And you got to pick 2.
91 apiece. Timeout again. Darko. 8:42 to go. Fourth quarter. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Did you fix that leaky tap?
Uh-huh.
How about that loose doorknob?
Uh-huh.
Right now, we can get a free medium pizza from 2 for $1 Pizza.
Did somebody say free pizza?
See, it's not just the kids that have selective hearing.
Right now, get a free medium 1-topping pizza with a minimum $25 purchase before tax and delivery. Limited time offer. Online orders only. Visit 2for1pizza.com and use coupon code FREEM.
At LG Home Comfort, we make comfortable affordable. In addition to great deals on heat pumps, furnaces, ACs, water heaters, softeners, and purifiers, LG Home Comfort is Canadian-owned and operated and focuses on exceptional service with expert installation by our trained technicians. LG Home Comfort will make sure you cash in on every rebate and finance option you're eligible for. Call us today to book a free in-home consultation or visit lghomecomfort.ca.
The job market isn't changing. It's already changed. New technologies are creating new jobs and eliminating others. How can you prepare for this new world of work? With the York University School of Continuing Studies program. Our programs are developed with industry experts and enable you to upskill and reskill quickly. You'll also gain access to our career services to help pursue your ambitions. Get hired in fields like accounting, big data, cybersecurity, digital marketing, customer success management, and cloud ops. Learn more at continue.yorku.ca.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream your favorite shows on your smart speaker. Simply tell your smart speaker to listen to TSN 1050 everywhere you want it.
91 apiece, 8:42 to go. We approach the top of the stretch, and OKC has rubbed out the Raptors' 23-point lead. We got a new game with just under 9 minutes to go. It's been a big second half for OKC. They were shooting only 40% at halftime. Now outscoring Toronto by 15 points from behind the arc.
Well, the second half, they've shot the basketball better from 3, but also, a couple of those shots that they missed were long rebounds, and they came up with them, right? 11 offensive rebounds. They've converted to 17 points.
Raptor ball coming front court. Barrett gets it to Pirtle. Now to Quickly. Into the corner to Schroeder. Back to Quickly up top. Drives into the corner. Schroeder 3, no good. Rebound Dort. OKC looking for the lead. Front court, Giddey drives, spins, kicks it out to Dort. Swing it up top. Micic in the lane, finds Dort, lays it up and in. OKC leads. Thunder on a 23-6 run over the last 5:54. And it's their first lead since the first quarter. Quickly has it knocked out of bounds or blocked. The ball went out of bounds. OKC vehemently protesting, saying it should be our ball. Instead, they give it to Toronto. Now they give OKC a delay of game. Raptors get it into Pirtle. In the white, coming right to left. Schroeder, 18-footer, no good. Rebound, Holmgren. Couple of really good looks, didn't go down.
Yeah.
7:20 to go in the game. Micic, 3 up top, no good. Rebound quickly. Runs it front court. IQ on the dribble, backs out. Mid-range jumper, good. Quickly puts Toronto back on the board and ties the game at 93. 7 minutes to go. OKC ball, front court. Dort, 3, got it up top. Lou Dort starting to heat up. Back-to-back triples for the Canadian from Montreal. He's got 13.
13, and, you know, RJ going under the screen there. He's not shy. He's going to take it. 8 threes on the night.
Trent, pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound, Pirtle. Kicks it up top. Quickly, sidestep. 3 in the air, no good. Rebound, Giddey. Front court. Holmgren drives into the lane. Kicks to Dort. Up top, his pass for Micic. Over and back. It went past him, out of bounds. Or recovered, but the Raptors will get the over and back violation. Scotty Barnes coming back in. (96-93) OKC, 4:12 to go. Thad Young also back in the game for Pirtle. Schroeder up top. On the bounce between the rings. Works near side. They give it to Quickly. IQ up top on Giddey. Drives, gets into the lane, floats it up and in. Tough move by IQ with the left hand. 96-95.
This is good timing for IQ to get aggressive and just enter the chat, right? Get comfortable. Attack the basket. You have Giddey on. You get to the left hand. Nice finish.
Dort kicks it to Giddey. Now to Shea. On Scotty. Up top. Kicks it to Dort. 3 in the air. No good. Long rebound, Giddey. Kicks it out to Shea. On the dribble, into the lane. Floats it up, no good. Giddey with the rebound, up and in.
Got a rebound. Got a rebound, right? Giddey just saunters in there, and, you know, you got to have a bit more poise and urgency to close out those defensive possessions.
Trent, 3 up top, bang, bang, got it in the bottom of the well. Gary ties the game at 98 with 5 minutes to go. Inside the top of the stretch, we are deadlocked.
Or you can just trade for threes like you did there.
Scotty guarding Shea. Now switches on to Quickly. Shea down to the baseline. Double comes, falling out of bounds, and they got a foul called on who? They got it on Quickly, and Gary Trent pleading with Mark Davis, saying, how?
I thought he did a
great job
of just staying down, right? Just staying down and got a hand on the basketball. Both Quickly and Gary Trent Jr. from the strong side, absorbing the contact one, but also staying down on Shea's fakes.
Shea was off balance, so a little touch puts him out of bounds, and it looks like a foul, but I thought that was more off balance than it was contact. 98 apiece. Dort drives inside. Kenrich Williams lays it in. 198 OKC. 4:32 to go. Quickly up top. Gets it to Barnes. In the lane. Toronto comes up empty. Deep 3 from OKC, no good. Rebound Scotty. Up the middle of the court. Finds Trent. 3 in the air. Bang, bang. Gary Trent Jr. keeping Toronto in the ball game.
Big shots by Gary.
Timeout, OKC, 101-100. We will keep it here, Javon, and those are indeed big shots for Gary.
Well, and also great effort by Scotty to play before. You know, he could have given up on the action because he thought he got fouled on the spin between Shea and Giddey, but he comes down on the other end, comes up with a big rebound, both hands above the rim, pushes it. Now you have a 4-on-3 break and gets it right to Gary on the left wing there. Gary walks into a three, right? Great actions, and it starts with Scotty's effort on both ends, right? Not giving up.
So Toronto hanging in there right now. Let's see what they can come up with, as we got a 1-point game with 4:04 to go. Toronto owned the first half. OKC, the majority of the second half to poke its nose in front. But like I said, 4 minutes, this is where the game starts. It's like you're at practice and the coach said, blue team up 1, yellow team, you got 2 timeouts left. And both teams are shooting the bonus. Let's play.
Yep, working on different situations.
Yep.
And a lot of coaches go through that. And you know when you do that? You do it at the end of practice when everybody's fatigued to simulate this exactly, right?
It's my favorite part of the game.
Yeah.
Because you as the players are playing coach in that situation.
And also, your assistant coaches get real reps as well, right?
Yeah.
One assistant coach has one team, one has the other. And you got to play the clock.
101-100 OKC. They come front court. Shea up top on the drive. Kicks it into the corner. Dort, 3, good. Lou Dort has come alive in this second half. 16. And OKC leads it.
Well, you give up something. That double's coming from Schroeder at the left side of the court because they don't want Shea to get to his left hand and Dort knocking it down.
Barnes on Chet Holmgren. Scotty on the bounce. Drives, gets into the lane. The lefty layup up and in. Wanted the foul, didn't get it. Scotty got it down. The Raptors tie it at 103. 3:14 to go. Shea up top, gets it to Chet, into the corner. Dort drive underneath, laid up and in by Wiggins. I thought he had his right foot on the baseline. I'd love to see that again, but they give him the deuce. 105-103 OKC. Quickly to Thad Young. Dribble handoff Schroeder. On the bounce straight away against Giddey. To Quickly, shot fake, drive, swing, Schroeder, 3, no good. Oh, no, it is. It hit the back rim, went straight up in the air, got some rain from the clouds and dropped through the tin. Down the bottom of the well, 106-105, Toronto. 2:20 to go. Giddey, 3 up top, got it back. 108-106, OKC.
And that's the one you can give up. Just a bit unlucky there. Doubling, and Giddey's the open shot. Scotty recovered back to the paint to get into rebounding position.
Trent gets it to Quickly. Up top. Quickly drives into the lane, lays it up, no good, but he's fouled. And that'll send IQ to the line with a chance to tie it at 108. 1:56 to go. 108-106 OKC.
Listen, when Emmanuel Quickly is this aggressive, it gives this team another dimension, right? And he's come along in this fourth quarter here, but top of the key and the right to left crossover, gets himself to the rim, takes the contact, gets to the free throw line. Now you have a chance at 2, and also, the opportunity to set up your defense with the clock stopped.
Free throw up and down for IQ. 108-107. Barrett in. Trent out. Pirtle in. Thad Young out. Quickly on the line, looking to tie the game. Crowd trying to distract him. IQ second free throw long, rebound, Quickly gets it. So the Raptors have a chance to take the lead with their own offensive rebound. Quickly on the drive. Goes far side, kicks it out. Barrett, 3 for the lead. Rattles, doesn't go. Rebound, they say stay here. Pirtle sandwiched between Wiggins and Holmgren, and they're going to get the foul on OKC.
That's the importance of inside position, right? Pirtle on the inside of Holmgren, and he's fighting, right? Both of them are tussling, but you can see that left hand of Chet grabbing the right arm, the right bicep of Pirtle.
Well, they're going to give the foul to Wiggins. Pirtle on the line for 2. Dips, fires the first one short. 108-107, OKC. Raptors 14 of 18 from the line tonight, but have missed the last 2. Pirtle, 1 more to tie it. Second one up and in, 108 apiece, 140 to go. Down the stretch we come. OKC coming front court, left to right. Shea to Holmgren. Back to Shea up top. On the dribble against Schroeder. Goes right. Kicks it into the corner. Giddey, 3, no good. Rebound, RJ Barrett. Out to Quickly. 1:15 to go, game tied at 108. Quickly on the bounce, drives into the lane, floats it up and in.
Floater.
Toronto up 110-108.
There's that floater, and Quickly really coming on strong late in this fourth quarter, getting downhill left to right again on that right side of the floor. Stop and pop, soft touch.
Holmgren into the corner. Wiggins, 3, no good. Rebound, Pirtle. Outlet Barrett. Now to Barnes. Scotty stands over the midcourt line. 48 seconds to go. Raptors with a 2-point lead. Quickly standing on the OKC shield at center. On the bounce. Works left. Near side. Got the switch on Shea. Quickly going to go to work. Gets into the lane. Kicks it to Schroeder. Down the baseline. The floater up. No good. Rebound tipped away. Here comes OKC. 25 seconds to go. Shea in the front court. Near side. Right wing. Double comes. Now he's one-on-one with Barrett. Kicks it to Dort. Drives into the lane. Cross court. They swing it to Shea. Shot clock at 8. Pull up. Jumper short. Rebound Barrett. Has it knocked away from behind by Giddey. And they're going to say RJ was on the line, out of bounds, Oklahoma City ball. Didn't see who was behind him. So now the Thunder are going to have it with a chance to tie the game. 5.8 seconds to go. Darko pleading for a foul. They got the stop, got the rebound. Giddey knocked it away. And what Darko was saying was Giddey's contact caused RJ to foul. And I've seen less called for a foul in this day and age. So the Raptors are going to need one more stop. What's your strategy, Javon, if you have, OKC, you know they're going to try and get the ball to Shea. Do you pressure the inbound to make that pass tough? Do you not pressure? Do you double? What's your strategy?
I'm not pressuring the inbounder. I'm denying anything that's coming out. And we know that they want to get the basketball into Shea's hands. Now, here's a decision that you have to make, right? All night, you pretty much doubled Shea and lived with OKC shooting the 3 ball. On this possession now, do you play Shea one-on-one? And that's because they've gotten open looks, right? And if you give up an open one right now, you're going to kill yourself for it. So I think you put your biggest defender on Shea, and you're going to trust your one-on-one coverage right now. Again, OKC's probably not going to go for a 3 ball, right? You're going to be a 2 to tie this game up. So it's got to be one-on-one coverage. They've gotten some really good open looks. Fortunately for the Raptors, they haven't shot the ball well from 3 over the course of the game. Second half, yes.
All right, 5.8 to go. OKC to inbound. Crowd on its feet. They'll inbound left side, far wing. as they move left to right. Giddy will do the honors. No pressure on the ball. They get it inside, lay it up and in. It's Wiggins. 4.7 to go. Oklahoma City cleared out everybody above the free throw line. Misdirection action in the center, in the jump circle around the top of the key. Wiggins slides to the hoop and gets an easy layup. It was a rip screen from Shea.
They use RJ, yes, quickly, really focus on him, and he just curls and sets a screen for Wiggins, who just gets a really good look at the basket. Great entry pass, and that's what you give up, right? Either you have a defender on the ball, the inbounder, or, applying some pressure, or you have the defender, which was RJ in this case, really denying anything coming out.
1:10 apiece, 4.7 seconds to go. Toronto ball, they will advance it. Let's see what Darko has in his bag. Mark Dagna just showed you his hand, and he got a deuce out of it. Oklahoma City does not have a foul to give, but each team does have a timeout. Chet Holmgren will guard the inbound. Javon, that's what I said. Do you think if the Raptors had a guy guarding the inbound, that pass is made that easy? I'm always a pressure on the ball guy.
Well, I think there the bigger issue was the miscommunication, with Shea setting the screen, right? That should have been allowed, everybody voicing a switch.
RJ inbound, gets it to Scotty, gets it to Quickly, to Barrett. 3 for the game, no good. We're going to overtime. They got to look. Call it what you want. You had one of your better players with a look at the bucket. Didn't go down. We will play 5 more minutes. 1:10 apiece. Let's take a break. Overtime when we come back. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network.
Hey, Raptor fans, what would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win. Just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Final call for the Air France Rendezvous. Until February the 6th, enjoy fares at the very best prices during the Air France Rendezvous and benefit from our 90 years of experience of in-flight fine dining, design and comfort. Our very best 90th anniversary fares have just landed. Book your flight to Malaga starting at $870 return from Toronto, tax included. Elegance is a journey. Air France. Travel from January 24th to June 22nd or from September 18th to October 31st, 2024. See conditions at airfrance.ca.
Did you fix that leaky tap?
Uh-huh.
How about that loose doorknob?
Uh-huh.
Right now, we can get a free medium pizza from 2 for $1 Pizza.
Did somebody say free pizza?
See, it's not just the kids that have selective hearing.
Right now, get a free medium one-topping pizza with a minimum $25 purchase before tax and delivery. Limited time offer. Online orders only. Visit 2for1pizza.com and use coupon code FREEM.
First Up with Korolnik and Koliakovo. Weekday morning 6 till 10 on TSN 1050.
You ain't first, you're last.
Well, a little free basketball for your Sunday night. Thanks for joining us. Paul Jones, Javon Shepard, Owen Hall, Cameron Moore behind the glass. Taddy, Ward, and Leuenberg all warming in the bullpen, waiting to get into the game, but they got to wait 5 more minutes. We're tied at 1:10. And we will have a jump ball to start things off. Holmgren and Pirtle will jump it up. Mark Davis tosses it up. Pirtle wins the tip, and the Raptors control it. In the white, moving right to left. RJ up top. Near side, left wing. Trying to get it to Scotty down low against Dort, and they couldn't. Trent instead rides it to the hoop and floats it up and in. Wow, how about Gary? 16 on the night. Raptors lead 112-110.
Well, Gary turning nothing into something there.
Shea near side. On Scotty Barnes, backs out. Hoists a long jumper, no good. Rebound to Pirtle. Off to Quickly. Toronto front court. IQ on the bounce. Works near side. Into the lane. Finds Pirtle. Floats it up and in. Quick 4 points for Toronto. And the words of former Raptor coach Butch Carter looming large with me. In overtime, score early and score often. Holmgren 3 back for OKC is good. At one time, trivia folks, Butch had the record for most points scored in an overtime game in the NBA. 1 point Toronto lead. Quickly drives, stops, step back, 3, bang, in the bottom of the well. IQ opens up the bag of tricks and knocks it out.
Quickly has entered the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
116-113 Toronto. Actually, they gave him a long 2 on that one. Front court, here comes OKC. Shea into the corner. Giddey on the drive, kicks it to Dort. His 3 no good. Rebound Pirtle. Outlet Quickly. IQ with a double-double, 14 points, 10 assists. Drives this one, finds Scotty. Back to Quickly. IQ drives, gets into the lane, has it knocked away, out of bounds. It stays with Toronto. Yeah, his toe, we get a look at the replay, just on the line there, but Toronto will take the points regardless. Raptors miss, and back comes Oklahoma City with the rebound. 116-113 Toronto, 2:40 to go in overtime. Shea in the lane, floats it up and in. Gave Pirtle the ankle breaker, right, stop on a dime. Back to the left and lay it in. 116-115 Toronto. Quickly on the dribble. Into the lane. Kicks it to Pirtle. Floats it up and in. Jakob Pirtle with that floater that's as soft as church music. 118-115 Toronto.
Nice feel, nice touch. 8 for 8 on the floor from Pirtle to go along with 11 rebounds.
OKC ball. Holmgren. Up top to Giddey. Drives the floater up. No good. Rebound. Giddey has it. No, they're going to say a foul. And they're going to get the foul on Pirtle down low. First in the last 2 minutes. So that'll give OKC the ball. Front court. Holmgren drives into Pirtle, loses it. Quickly has it and will bring it front court under pressure. Minute 38 to go. Toronto up 118-115. IQ on the dribble. Kicks it to Barrett. RJ drives. And the block is called on Dort. RJ got downhill. And that train is tough to stop with no brakes going down the hill.
Well, what they're trying to do, IQ and RJ at the top of the key, they're both trying to get Shea in the matchup so they can attack there. And RJ gets downhill. Shea recovers back to IQ, and Lou Dort just a little late with the block.
1:27 to go. Toronto by 3. 118-115. Quickly. Up top against Holmgren. Off center right side, far wing. IQ on the bounce. Sidestep 3. Holmgren got a piece of it. Knocked out of bounds. No. They say it was inbounds. I thought it was knocked out by OKC, which would have given Toronto some tenths of a second. We get another look at it here on our replay. Holmgren got a piece of it. It was knocked by OKC. I thought it went out of bounds, and Toronto should have tenths of a second.
Well,
but that's not a play Darko can challenge.
This is the best case scenario in this situation here, because if OKC got out in transition, they would have had the advantage for an easy basket. So at least now you get to set up your defense and stop that fast break.
Right. I guess the shot clock expired, so that's what gives them the ball. Holmgren to Giddey. Drives into the lane. Kicks it out top. Shea straight away on Scotty. Step back 3. Good. Game tied at 118. SGA delivers. Schroeder brings it front court. Timeout Toronto. Darko wants to talk with 52.8 to go. Let's keep it here and talk strategy with the game tied at 118.
You've got to get a cleaner look. I didn't like the shot that RJ had going into the end regulation. I thought it was a contested 2, for a tie game, and it wasn't that clean. Now you have, 52 seconds right now. You've got to pick out the matchups on the court right now. And, IQ and RJ have done a good job of trying to attack Shea, but we've got to get Scotty a touch as well. We've got to find Scotty, because he's a hub that can make plays but also score the basketball. With his 8 assists on the night, you get him in a scoring position. He can take advantage of his size, his height, his mass, but also, he can pass over the top of defenses.
In my eyes, Scotty's been conspicuous by his absence in this overtime. Has not done much, has not demanded the ball, asked for the ball, has been, and I can't say that he should be, because Quickly is doing a good job as a point man in running it, but I think Scotty's got to be a little bit more aggressive.
He's got to be aggressive. He also got to be involved. Right now, OKC doesn't have a foul to give, right? So Scotty is your hub. He's your punisher. He's got to see the rock right now.
Well, he's being guarded by Lou Dort as well. He's got a size advantage. Raptors get it in. RJ, far side, gets it to Quickly straight away. Gary Trent back in the lineup. Quickly, near side, stutter dribble, kicks to Barnes. Scotty, back to Quickly in the lane. They try to kick it out. It's knocked away. Shea has it. OKC with the steal. 30 seconds to go. Shea drives, gets into the lane, off-balance shot, no good. Rebound, Pirtle. Gives it to Barnes. Scotty hands it to Quickly. And he calls a timeout as he couldn't get it over midcourt. Game tied at 118, 12.7 to go. This is it if you're Toronto. You've got to take the lead, because you do not have a timeout left.
Yeah, and that's a little strange, because right now Scotty had the basketball in the open court, and he's looking to get the rock to IQ.
Exactly.
I don't know.
I don't know what's he's like I said,
it's a little bit apprehensive right now.
Very, very tentative right now. 118 apiece, 12.7 to go. All right, Darko, what do you got? You need to take the lead. OKC's got 2 timeouts. The Raptors don't have one. And the Raptors got to get a score and then bar the door, because if OKC scores...
Well, they have 2 timeouts.
Right, 2 or 3. If OKC scores, Toronto cannot stop the clock. I don't think Scotty's taken a shot in the fourth quarter, Javon. He was, from what I recollect, 8 of 14 after 3 quarters for 19 points. I take that back. He's made one bucket in the fourth quarter in overtime. He had 17 after 3 quarters. So let's see what Darko pulls up here, Javon, for Toronto with the game on the line. Raptors inbound. Scotty straight away. Game clock at 5. On the bounce. Gets it to Trent. Game clock at 3. Gary got to go. Tough fall away. No good. We're going to double overtime.
Let's play some more ball.
We're going to play 5 more minutes. Raptors and OKC go to double overtime. This one tied at 118.
And this is another tough shot. I thought, Gary Trent Jr. comes and sets the screen, which now puts Lou Dort on Scotty Barnes, and they're trying to attack Shea. So, Scotty gives it up to Gary Trent Jr. to attack SGA, but that's still a tough contested shot, right? At that point, I don't think you need that screen from Gary Trent Jr.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is they didn't give OKC the ball. We're going to play 5 more minutes. So it's not like OKC had a chance to win, but I agree with you, Javon. I thought there could have been a better look. That was a tough look by Gary with Shea right in his kitchen.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta just read the floor and not the play. And at that point, Scotty was already matched up on SGA. That was the attack.
$118 apiece. Second overtime to come between Toronto and OKC. Let's see what the Raptors draw up. And can they hang on here and pull out a win? Yeah, I thought Scotty, I wouldn't say wasted, but was not aggressive with his
at that point,
ball handling at the end. You've got to create something. $118 apiece. Raptors and OKC will start it off with a jump ball again in the second overtime. Thanks for tuning in on a Sunday night. Thanks for letting us ride along with you as we got a great one here. Raptors win the tip, go front court. Scotty passes to Pirtle that has it blocked. Back comes OKC. Shea up top. Gets it to Lou Dort. 3 in the air. Banks it in. OKC by 3. 121-118.
Banks open on a Sunday.
Shea is 1 rebound away from a triple-double. RJ downhill, jams it down. Says, Chet, take that with you. RJ with feeling to cut the lead to 1.
Got to that left hand. And his eyes lit up as soon as he took that first dribble, punched it.
Shea up top to Williams. Cross court, Dort on the drive. Chet, reverse layup, no good. Rebound, Schroeder. Front court, gets it to Quickly. IQ loses the ball, gets it back, and then finds Schroeder. Shot clock at 10. Schroeder on the bounce up top. Shot clock at 5, works right. Into the lane, fall away jumper. No good. Over Holmgren. Here comes OKC. 3:20 to go. 1 point lead in the second overtime for the Thunder. Shea up top. To Holmgren. Deep three up top. Good. 124-120 OKC. 3 minutes to go. Quickly front court. On the drive, gets into the lane. Floats it up, no good. Rebound knocked away. Scotty has it to Quickly. Sets the feet, three in the air. Got it. Bang, bang in the bottom of the well for Emmanuel Quickly. (124-123) OKC, 2.5 to go. Barrett knocks away the pass from Dort that was intended for Giddey, out of bounds into the Thunder bench. Raptors trailing by 1. They need a stop. (124-123) OKC. They'll inbound front court, left side, far wing, right beside their bench. Giddey gets it into Holmgren. On the dribble, into the lane, tied up by Quickly. Kick it out to Dort. Shot fake, drive into Pirtle. Score it and a foul. Dort powers it up and in, and he'll get one more.
Well, Dort, a smart, really smart play here, right? You get, and Quickly are contesting the shot, running you off the three-point line, and he gets between both of them and attacks the chest of Pirtle right at the rim, right? Just and he's read the game all night, right? You know, the right idea by Quickly and RJ to get him off that three-point line. But the danger is you get him at the rim, and his physicality, his strength, he's been 5 for 12 from that three, so he's not shy shooting it. The shot fake, one dribble, strong take into the chest of Pirtle.
So Dort on the line. He's already got the 2, and he's got one more to come. So Pirtle will sit down with his 5 fouls. 2:23 to go. First one, or free throw down by Dort. 127-123 OKC. Quickly front court. On the bounce, near side against Shea. Quickly drives. Kicks it to Scotty. 3 in the air. Short. It's an air ball. Rebound to Shea. 2 minutes to go. Shea up top, double teamed by Barrett and Schroeder. He gives it up, gets it back. Shea into the lane, kicks it to Holmgren. Deep 3, far side, no good. Rebound knocked away. Shea has it in the lane, finds Wiggins. Corner 3, good. 130-123 OKC. Timeout Toronto. So the Raptors punched all night, but are they running out of gas at the end of the game? Let's keep it here and continue to talk strategy. You need a quick score now if you're Toronto, and it almost has to be a 3, Javon.
You need a quick score. You know, it's still 1:30 left to go. I think you don't necessarily need to go for the 3 right now, but you definitely need a quality look. But also coming back on, you know, the defensive end, there's got to be a stop, right? And I think opening Toronto's rotations, and we've seen the last attack by Dort, you know, getting 2 defenders in the air. You see Wiggins here knocking down a big shot from 3, pretty wide open. But the discipline that we've seen earlier on in the game just hasn't been here down the stretch. Now, part of that is, you know, you lose focus when shots aren't dropping for you, and you're not scoring as fluidly as you were earlier in the game, and you could see that the focus dwindle a bit for the Raptors.
Well, you better maintain your focus or find it right now. As I said, quickly takes the inbound, gets it to Trent. Gary with a good look, no good. Rebound, Holmgren. And he is fouled. It's on Scotty Barnes. First in the last 2 minutes. And so OKC will bring it front court. .128 to go. 130-123. OKC by 7. Dort, front court, loses it.
Great
Schroeder
pressure.
turns him over with the pressure, lays it up, no good, is fouled, and I think they're going to get a goaltend as well. The Raptors want a goaltend. Dort saying challenge it. I don't know what he wants challenged, a goaltend, a foul, what? But Schroeder did a great job of pressuring.
And Schroeder's smart, right? He didn't even look to make the basket on that play. He put it on the glass knowing that Dort was trailing him and chasing him down to block the shot. Now you get the goaltending, get yourself to the free throw line. So I'm not really sure what Dort is looking at or trying to challenge, because Schroeder was just savvy there. Put the ball right on the glass before he could get there.
Well, they haven't given the goaltend call yet. And maybe Dort wants the foul challenged.
But also credit Dennis for his pressure. Open court, getting,
OKC has called a timeout to initiate the coach's challenge on the foul assessed.
Timeout called by OKC. But Dennis, great job in open court, just not allowing Lou Dort to get back to his left hand to cross it over as he bobbled it off of his knee.
So OKC, they did not call a goaltend, and OKC is challenging the foul call. Well, let's see what they got. Well, we do have statistically something significant, as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has tied his career high with, and we see the replay. Schroeder laying it up with the left hand. The right hand is behind him, and as Dort falls into his left hand that was behind him, Schroeder's left hand goes around Dort's waist. Now, OKC would say, well, that's the veteran pulling him down onto himself. And a Raptor fan said, well, your hand's back there. You go into it, it's going to naturally fold and bend. Let's see what they rule. They're still at the desk, Mark Davis and JT Orr. Let's see what they decide. .130-123.
Replay has determined that the defender contacted Schroeder prior to getting the ball. Therefore, it is an unsuccessful challenge, but a legal block. Schroeder will have 2 free throws. Okay?
All right, so a legal block, so no goaltend, but there will be 2 free throws for Dennis Schroeder. Big free throws for Dennis Schroeder. 1:18 to go, 130, 123. OKC. Schroeder, first one up and in. Schroeder dips, fires a second one. It is also good. 130, 125. OKC brings it full court. Dort at the mid-court line. Guarded by Trent on the switch. Works near side, trying to get it to Shea. They deny him. Instead, it goes to Giddey. 1 minute to go. Giddey drives, kicks it out. Dangerous pass to Shea. Double comes. Shea gives it up. Wiggins, sidestep three, no good. Rebound knocked away. The Raptors have it. Front court. Barrett lays it in. 130, 127. Raptors down 3. 40 seconds to go. Giddey, front court. On the bounce against Trent. 30 seconds to go in the game. Shot clock at 10. Giddey drives in the lane, lays it up and in, and is fouled. .132, 127. OKC, 31 seconds to go. Giddey at the free throw line for one more.
Well, and this is again where we've seen this before we got to overtime. At the end of regulation, where using Shea as a screener. And again here, you have R.J. Barrett denying Shea, big jump out, big switch out, and Giddey just splices the defense.
Quickly drives, floats it up, no good. Rebound Barnes. Trent jumper, far side, no good. Rebound Dort, that could do it. 15 seconds to go. OKC by 6. Shea drives and dunk it down. 135, 127. 8-point lead. OKC is going to come away with the win. Schroeder to RJ. Back to Schroeder. Jumper in the air. No good. Ball knocked out of bounds, and that's the ball game. OKC comes all the way back. They defeat Toronto 135, 127. They overcome a 23-point lead for a double overtime victory.
Well, what can you say, right? You had a good half by the Raptors, right? OKC shot the lights out of the ball in the third quarter. And then, this is a collective effort that the ATOs and late clock plays you've got to get better looks. You got to get cleaner looks out of those. And that's coaching staff, that's players' recognition on the court as well. But at the end of the day, you're playing, this is the second best team in the league right now, right? So you knew they were going to come back. You knew they were going to fight. A really good group. You have Shea at 23 assists, and for the most part, you made it tough on him tonight. 14 assists. But this is a good team, and you don't want to take moral victories or anything like that. This should have been one of the ones that the Raptors come out with.
Yeah, this should have been a steal on the road. I agree. All right, post game up next with Jim Taddy. Thanks for letting us ride with you as the Raptors stumble coming home against OKC, and they lose in double overtime. The final, OKC 135, Toronto 127. For all of us here, we thank you for listening. This has been Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network. Good night from Toronto.
You've been listening to SiriusXM Sports. We now return you to our regularly scheduled programming.
Sirius XM and Internet Channels 81, Stanford on XM 382 Internet 972. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM sports schedule for Sunday, February the 4th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates.
The PGA Tour comes to life on SiriusXM. It's your destination for everything on the tour. Hear live hole-by-hole coverage and expert analysis. PGA Tour Radio, SiriusXM 92.
For SiriusXM Sports, I'm Ryan Payton. You know, there's no doubt that Barry Bonds is a controversial figure, so much so that Major League Baseball's all-time leader in home runs is still not in the Hall of Fame. But there's also no denying the amazing things he did on the field. His 762 home runs are more than anyone has ever hit, 73 coming in the 01 campaign, which is still the all-time record for a single season. But maybe the most remarkable thing about Bonds was how much opposing teams feared him. He walked 2,558 times, which is another Major League record. That's more than 1,000 walks than the 1,539 times he struck out. He was so good that he was walked intentionally 688 times. Of those walks, 41 came with the bases empty, 1 came with the bases loaded. His career was so amazing that the 2001 season in which he hit 73 jacks may not have even been his season. That probably came in 04 when Bonds posted an on-base plus slugging percentage of 1.422. That is also a single-season Major League record. And Bonds did this at the age of 39. Now, many suspect him taking performance-enhancing drugs, just like so many others around the game at the time did. But none of them were able to do anything close to what Barry Bonds did. He had all facets of the game. He was a 5-tool player, and he was one of the best. For SiriusXM Sports, I'm Ryan Payton.
SiriusXM has soccer covered end to end. SiriusXM FC. Hear live play-by-play and talk shows hosted by legends of the game. It's SiriusXM FC on Channel 157.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM sports schedule for Sunday, February the 4th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NBA, 8 p.m. Utah Jazz face the Milwaukee Bucks. Jazz on Sirius 137, XM 212, and Internet 908. Bucks on Internet 896. 8:30 p.m. Denver Nuggets take on the Portland Trailblazers. Nuggets on Sirius and XM channels 86, Internet 887. Trailblazers on Internet 904. In NCAA College Men's Basketball, 8 p.m. Arizona faces Stanford. The Arizona feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 81. Stanford on XM 382, Internet 972. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM sports schedule for Sunday, February the 4th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NBA, 8 p.m. Utah Jazz face the Milwaukee Bucks. Jazz on Sirius 137, XM 212, and Internet 908. Bucks on Internet 896. 8:30 p.m. Denver Nuggets take on the Portland Trailblazers. Nuggets on Sirius and XM channels 86, Internet 887. Trailblazers on Internet 904. In NCAA College Men's Basketball, 8 p.m. Arizona faces Stanford. The Arizona feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 81. Stanford on XM 382, Internet 972. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM sports schedule for Sunday, February the 4th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NBA, 8 p.m. Utah Jazz face the Milwaukee Bucks. Jazz on Sirius 137, XM 212, and Internet 908. Bucks on Internet 896. 8:30 p.m. Denver Nuggets take on the Portland Trailblazers. Nuggets on Sirius and XM channels 86, Internet 887. Trailblazers on Internet 904. In NCAA College Men's Basketball, 8 p.m. Arizona faces Stanford. The Arizona feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 81. Stanford on XM 382, Internet 972. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM sports schedule for Sunday, February the 4th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NBA, 8 p.m. Utah Jazz face the Milwaukee Bucks. Jazz on Sirius 137, XM 212, and Internet 908. Bucks on Internet 896. 8:30 p.m. Denver Nuggets take on the Portland Trailblazers. Nuggets on Sirius and XM channels 86, Internet 887. Trailblazers on Internet 904. In NCAA College Men's Basketball, 8 p.m. Arizona faces Stanford. The Arizona feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 81. Stanford on XM 382, Internet 972. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM sports schedule for Sunday, February the 4th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NBA, 8 p.m. Utah Jazz face the Milwaukee Bucks. Jazz on Sirius 137 XM212 and Internet 908. Bucks on Internet 896. 8:30 p.m. Denver Nuggets take on the Portland Trailblazers. Nuggets on Sirius and XM channels 86, Internet 887. Trailblazers on Internet 904. In NCAA college men's basketball, 8 p.m. Arizona faces Stanford. The Arizona feed on Sirius XM and Internet channels 81. Stanford on XM 382, Internet 972. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM sports schedule for Sunday, February the 4th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NBA, 8 p.m. Utah Jazz face the Milwaukee Bucks. Jazz on Sirius 137.